From a strange buck fight to an impala combat to a baboon's brawl and a bizarre chasing, here are 30 minutes of incredible trail cam videos that will shock you to your core. Deer interrupts roadside fight. One dark night, a guy got caught up in a fight by the side of the road. People were punching each other and things were getting intense. Out of the blue, a curious deer showed up, maybe because of all the noise. The man got worried that the deer might get hurt, so he tried to get it away from his car. But here's the strange part. When he gently pushed the deer, it lost its balance and fell down. The man quickly closed his car door to protect the deer from the crazy fight. This unexpected meeting between the man and the deer made the already intense night even weirder, leaving everyone amazed by what can happen on a dark road. Bull and car commotion. In this video, a car cruising down a Nebraska highway, and what really turns heads is the giant bull seated in the passenger seat. Yes, you read that correctly. A colossal bull with massive horns just casually riding along. Nebraska's police acted swiftly, pulling over the bewildered driver and posing the obvious question: why in the world are you chauffeuring such a massive bull? That's clearly a violation of traffic rules. As for the driver's explanation behind this bizarre spectacle, it remains a puzzle. Perhaps it was a stunt gone awry, or simply a case of nowhere else to put the bull. One thing is certain, this isn't your run-of-the-mill traffic violation. This peculiar incident serves as a reminder that the open road can be a place of unexpected surprises. You never quite know what you might encounter during your daily commute. However, it's worth reiterating that while it's perfectly fine to have passengers or pets on board, bulls are best left in their natural habitat, the rodeo arena. Deadly encounter. As twilight settled in, a camera silently observed a mysterious scene. A winding river hidden in the moonlight meandered through an untouched forest. Its waters held secrets from ancient times, concealed deep within the heart of the wild woods. A solitary figure emerged, outlined by the dark shadows around him. He clutched a cold, treacherous weapon, its steel gleaming ominously. His eyes, hidden in the darkness, showed a chilling determination devoid of mercy. The camera focused on a creature beneath the river's surface, an enormous crocodile, a relic of the past. Its scales shining eerily in the dim light. With each movement, the river seemed to murmur stories of its ancient lineage. The man's finger tightened, and a thunderous shot pierced the night's silence. The crocodile writhed in agony, a grotesque struggle for survival. The river, once peaceful, turned into a gruesome canvas, its waters tainted with a sinister red. But the man's determination held fast. He fired again, and this time, the ancient beast succumbed to the relentless assault. Its formidable form lay motionless, life extinguished. The forest seemed to mourn the loss of its ancient guardian, holding its breath. A profound stillness enveloped the scene. The river, now without its monstrous inhabitant, reflected the calmness of a world forever changed by the enigmatic man and his deadly weapon. As the camera lingered on this blood-soaked tableau, one couldn't help but ponder the mysteries hidden within the depths of the river and the soul of the man who had dared to confront the untamable. Forest nightmares. Deep within a spooky forest at night, an innocent journey turned into a frightful nightmare. The darkness wrapped everything like a heavy blanket, hiding terrifying secrets beneath its black cover. In this creepy darkness, a lonely camera struggled to capture the scary essence of the place. It saw things that would give even the bravest person nightmares. Twisted trees with branches like bony fingers clawed at the night sky as if trying to escape their cursed fate. Then it happened. A sound so strange and spine-chilling that it seemed to come from the very soul of the forest. The air itself quivered in fear. Whoever had dared to explore this forsaken place was now frozen in terror. Shaking hands, he reached for a flashlight to break through the oppressive darkness. Its feeble light danced around, revealing gnarled roots and creepy shadows that seemed to move with evil intent. And there, in that eerie glow, the horror revealed itself. A monstrous figure, not quite human but not quite beast, perched among the ghostly trees. Its shape was twisted and nightmarish, like something from a terrible dream. Its eyes, dark as coal, glinted with malice as it let out a dreadful cry, a sound that sent shivers down the spine and hinted at unspeakable horrors. The terrified witness, unable to comprehend the nightmare before them, fled for their life. The forest, once a place of curiosity, had turned into a maze of terrifying visions. As they stumbled through the underbrush, the creature's haunting wails echoed through the trees, a chilling reminder of the unknown terrors lurking in the forest. Even now, the story lives on as a whispered legend of the mysterious and dreadful creature that hides in the impenetrable darkness of the woods. What was that horrifying thing? What sinister purpose did it serve in the heart of the shadows? The answers remain concealed, forever hidden by the eerie charm of the forest at night. A demonic ritual. Wandering through the perilous trails of an abandoned forest during one of the darkest nights of the century, the camera stumbled upon a demonic ritual surrounded by unholy creatures. The night of terror was filled with excessive panting of the lost traveler because he had accidentally witnessed a satanic ritual. As soon as the video plunges word, the camera zooms over a huge satanic figure with giant horns, his bloodied eyes gawking hideously over the poor traveler, who seemed to have disrupted the unholy gathering. This nerve-wracking scene can be felt in heavy gasping. Within seconds, the sinister being started looking at the invader. A sudden darkness prevailed, and the ritual vanished into a thin air. The demonic Satan with his unholy worshippers gathered over him like a lurking shadow of death and despair. The camera seems to shift briskly to portray the traveler's attempt to escape his death. At the same time, the lens zoomed over the anguished cries of the pilgrim, which were drowned out by Satan's and his witch's wicked laughter, their sinister echoes resounding through the night as they seized their victim. A bulldog versus mountain lion. In the wild bewilderment of a daunting mountain, a trail camera is seen recording a predator ruthlessly dismembering its prey on a tranquil and gloomy night. Still, to its dismay, another savage predator is gawking over the same game. The video began with a wild lion devouring his prey like a hungry beast. The paradigm shifted swiftly when a bulldog wandered over the same perilous trails. Sniffing through the tracks, the bulldog sauntered through the meaty scent. While the camera focused on the bulldog, unaware of the imminent danger, it continues its exploration, its tail wagging in a display of canine confidence. Little did it know that it was being watched, stalked by a force of nature far superior in strength and cunning. Those eyes were fixed on the bulldog like a lurking shadow of death, waiting to plunder over the poor dog who tried to invade its territory. In a few seconds, the mountain lion was seen lunging over the bulldog in a relatively swift but noiseless movement. Due to the ambiguity of the video, it was hard to decide whether the bulldog escaped this ferocious and sudden attack, or became the mountain lion's next prey. Haunted departmental store. In the dead of night, when every being seemed to be sleeping under the dense cloak of night, the security camera caught a set of mystic events, daunting and formidable to any human eye. The unblinking eye of a department store security camera caught unusual movements that occurred late at night. The stillness of the air, the heaviness of the place, and the enigmatic negative energy that was about to be radiated could all be felt through the camera. As the video plunged forward, a red-colored trolley peeked from nowhere. The trolley can be seen moving around with no being to push it, turn it, or control it to move through the thin and congested lanes of the department store. The trolley was seen to be moving at a languid pace, as if the supernatural being that was carrying it didn't want to leave any traces behind of its existence. The eerie creature managed to cloak his physical appearance, but the uncanny movements were captured. The scene's ambiguity left many loopholes and questioned the validity of this mysterious presence. Mysterious room. The camera captured something spooky and mysterious. It was a very unnatural and unreal scene. On a dark night, a woman was sleeping on her bed. The woman was in a blanket. She was the only one at home. In a clip, a woman who had a long day decided to take a nap. Suddenly, her bedroom's door opens as if pushed by an invisible supernatural force. It looked like a very mysterious and uncanny scene. This cryptic scene was recorded in the home security camera that gives spine to all viewers and operators, and it put all the family members in fear and doubt. Anyhow, a very peculiar act happened when the door was opened by some supernatural forces. Her blanket was swiftly pulled away. The air was filled with true enigma and fear. The girl wakes up with fear quickly, and horrified by this act, she turns on the light, but the light was blinking. It's getting on and off instantly. This was a very terrifying, spine-chilling scene. That makes everyone petrified. It was a deep mystery that was still unknown or puzzling. It was not found out what happened to the woman next. It put all the people in curiosity and deep suspense. Mysterious golem-like creature sighted. Deep in a quiet, far-off forest, a video appeared mysteriously. It revealed something so puzzling that it left people baffled, making them ponder like echoes in a cave. On a sunny day, a strange creature emerged from the distance, hidden by the lush trees. It moved in an odd, otherworldly way, almost like a character from The Lord of the Rings named Gollum. This sight blurred the line between reality and fantasy, as if the video's creator had drawn inspiration from a world beyond our own. In this unusual scene, with sunlight casting its golden glow through leaves, the mysterious being unfolded. Its movements were both smooth and disjointed, like a dreamy wisp. Questions flooded the minds of those who watched. Where did this creature come from? It felt like it had been plucked from the pages of a fairy tale. This enigmatic phenomenon left behind a cloud of mystery, a riddle etched deep into our thoughts. It dared us to step into the realm of the unknown, pushing the limits of what we believe. In the heart of the forest, this mystery lingered, a moment frozen in time, waiting for those brave enough to uncover its secrets. Mysterious bear. In the middle of the day, when the rain turned ponds into a kind of natural spa, something amazing happened. A big, shiny black bear showed up on a camera in the daytime, and it was really something special. This bear was larger than life and decided to take a dip in the water. And it seemed to be having a blast. It splashed around like it was having a party or something. The camera just quietly watched it all happen, capturing the rare show that left everyone who saw it totally amazed. The bear was so carefree and joyful, and it was really something to see. It's a good reminder that even in the wild, there are surprising and wonderful things to discover. This weird and fun moment in nature will be remembered by everyone who stumbled upon it, showing us how cool and unexpected things can be out there in the wild. Mysterious trolley haunting. In the bright daylight, a strange video showed up on a lonely road. There was this abandoned cart with mysterious things on it, sliding silently on the road. The regular scene turned into a weird mystery that nobody could figure out. Things on the cart moved together like a spooky dance led by an invisible power. It felt like the mystery itself had become real, hanging in the air. The video held secrets, almost like it was speaking in hushed tones, only understood by shadows. The puzzle got deeper with each part of the video, keeping everyone watching it fascinated by the strange dance. One big question stayed, like the unseen conductor guiding the cart. Who or what made this weird scene on our everyday road? The road, usually just for going from one place to another, became a stage for something we couldn't explain. People guessed and wondered as they watched, like waves in an old magical river. The cart didn't follow the rules we know. It was like a ship lost in a confusing sea. Curious faces stared at the strange dance, but the answers stayed hidden in a fog of not knowing. The one making the cart move stayed a secret. A hidden director slipping away from our understanding. The mystery stuck around, making normal things feel strange and mixed up with secrets. The road, usually a simple way from here to there, turned into a mysterious path, as if ghosts of the unknown were there. So the mystery stayed, a quiet question in the air, waiting for those brave enough to solve the puzzle of the odd dance with the forgotten card. A narrow escape. Deep in the thick woods, the video began with an unsettling incident. A giant Korean snake swallowing a baby bird off its nest. It was a terrifying sight in which a snake held the baby bird with its wide open mouth, gradually engulfing it, starting from its tiny feet while hanging from a branch close to a bird's nest. On seeing this barbaric act, the bird couple intervened. They tried to prick the snake multiple times from various directions to loosen the snake's grip on their baby. Somehow, this seemingly impossible trick worked. The snake dropped the bird, but now another problem was to shush away the snake from the nearby nest. As the nest had unhatched nestlings, the bird couple needed to make the snake disappear, so they went full on it. They started attacking the snake, biting its rustling tail and pushing it off the tree branch. At last, their efforts bore fruit, and the snake went, sparing the eggs from its dreadful feast. Hungry crocodiles. Do you know how a hungry crocodile feasts over his meal? If not, then don't worry, we got you. This disturbing footage began with the terrifying sight of a group of giant crocodiles gawking at the piece of meat, as if they'd been kept hungry for ages. They began crowding near the man who was holding a huge chunk of the meat in the air. Well, that chunk was not enough for tons of giant crocodiles. Yet the man tossed that chunk into the pond brimmed with hungry crocodiles, adding more to the already dreadful atmosphere. The deafening silence soon ended with water splashes as the crocodiles became fanatical at the long-awaited meal. They attacked over the one piece of meat, and some lucky crocodile at the back nibbled that flesh. The video ended with crocodiles staring at the man, hoping for a meatier feast. Crown of Victory. In the blissful sight of the Arctic region, a colossal deer with enormous antlers was seen wandering through snowy hills. However, this wasn't the sole reason to document this beautiful herbivore. There was something peculiar about this colossal elk. As he was grazing in the meadows, a giant thing stuck in his horns caught the observer's attention. That massive thing was the crown of his victorious battle. It was the head of another deer, who might have been unluckily in a deadly encounter. The way that the head had been pierced through one of its antlers speaks great volumes about the immense strength these Arctic elk possess and how fatal their encounters can be. Dead sea animals. Once a brave explorer set off to a mysterious place with just his curiosity and a camera. As he wandered, he stumbled upon something that gave him chills. In this vast land, he set up a lifeless body that held a secret underwater world. Excitement filled him as he recorded the incredible scene. In the quiet land, the explorer's camera showed a bunch of sea creatures stuck inside the dead body. There were dolphins and various fish, all frozen in time.
Look at all these mussels. They're all gone. No survivors. Is he alive? Oh,
surprisingly, the breathless body had unintentionally come to a safe place for these underwater creatures. The discoverer, amazed by this unexpected underwater graveyard, carefully filmed the unreal encounter. Through his camera lens, the once quiet land turned into a silent underwater home, revealing the sea's wonders. The explorer, amazed and humbled, kept going on his journey, carrying the extraordinary story of the surprising meeting between the land and the sea.
this is like a sea animal graveyard. Mr. Krabs! Vertical...
Sea monsters. Far, far away, a brave explorer took a big adventure deep down in the huge, mysterious ocean waves. As they explored the deep blue sea, something amazing happened. They found a place where sea monsters used to live, but now they were like giant skeletons lying still on the ocean floor. These huge brutes, which were once really powerful and amazing, now did not move an inch. It was like a cemetery for ocean monsters. The explorer, who was super curious, discovered big fish remains and the bones of gigantic marine creatures. The aquatic graveyard was so quiet, and you could feel the stories of these big beings that lived a really long time ago. The ocean, which used to be their home, now gently held their bones. As the explorer's flashlight moved around, shadows played on the lifeless forms, showing the spooky beauty of the aquatic graveyard. In this sunken world, time seemed to stop, and the skeletons of the ocean monsters became quiet witness to the always changing ocean life. Bigfoot's face uncovered. One night, deep in a thick forest, a strange creature came out of the dark. The air felt heavy with excitement as the critter carefully walked up to a hidden camera. Suddenly, it showed its face to the camera, breaking the quiet of the night. Its eyes sparkled with magical wisdom, and its hidden face was now out in the open. In the dark, the moon made the creature's features visible in a mysterious way. The camera, like a quiet observer, took a picture of this rare moment, capturing it forever. A whispered thrill spread through the woods as the creature often talked about in stories revealed itself during the silent night. The picture saved in the camera's memory offered a peek into the unknown, making those who found it feel amazed and curious. Otter caught by a trail cam. Under the moonlight, something cool happened in the woods. A smart otter, usually slick and playful, got into a little trouble. It all started when it was really dark and the trees were covered in darkness. But guess what? A tricky camera was spying on our furry friend. With a sly look in its eyes, the otter went on a wild adventure, not realizing the camera was keeping an eye on it. The movie showed the otter doing all sorts of fun stuff, like twirling around in the dark. Its fur, once super clean, now looked all messy, telling the tale of its muddy adventure. The camera still watched as the otter played and did daring effects in the night. This exciting story of dark fun shows the otter's secret meetup with the night, captured in a bunch of cool movies. It's like a sneak peek into the awesome things that are when the sun goes to bed. Lion attack on man. As the sun went down behind the big trees in the jungle, some people exploring slipped upon a really scary sight. A man wearing torn clothes was in big trouble. There was a fierce lion circling him, looking super hungry. The air got tense as the travelers gasped, completely shocked and stuck in place. The man, with his eyes wide open and no way out, held onto his substitute weapon, trying really hard to stop the lion. His heart was pounding, just like the lion's growls that echoed in the thick bushes. The trippers, hiding in the gloom, watched still, scared and not able to breathe as the crazy scene unfolded. All of a sudden, the jungle got really loud with the sounds of the man and the lion fighting. The lion jumped, showing its teeth, and the man fought back with everything he had. In this wild fight for survival, the traveler saw nature's power, like a crazy music of life and death. The peaceful jungle was now a loud battleground where two strong forces fought to be the boss. Wild elephant. In the heart of the forest, a trail camera caught a jaw-dropping scene, a gutsy woman feeding bananas to a wild elephant right in the middle of the road, rain pouring down. Onlookers, a mix of disbelief and amazement, watched as she fearlessly interacted with the massive creature, risking closeness that left some in awe and others worried for her safety. The rain added to the dramatic backdrop, creating a surreal atmosphere. While some enjoyed the daring encounter, others couldn't fathom the boldness, concerned about the potential danger the wild elephant possessed. The video became a talk of the town, sparking conversations about the fine line between admiration for nature and the importance of staying cautious in the wild. The fearless act stirred a blend of reactions, leaving viewers both entertained and concerned about the unpredictable beauty of encounters with wildlife in their natural habitat. Mysterious forest ants. In a big green forest, there was a video that showed nature being really calm and nice during the day. The trees and plants were all green, making the forest look mysterious and quiet. A gentle wind moved through the leaves, making everything peaceful. But surprise, something not normal happened, changing the calmness into something amazing and kind of shocking. A strange creature appeared from the shadows, holding a piece of a tree like it was important. Nobody knew why it carried the tree part, only the ancient spirits in the forest might understand. This mysterious creature, moving in a way that seemed not from our world, went between the leaves like a ghost. The forest, which used to be a quiet place, now felt strange and full of energy that you couldn't explain, but could feel in your bones. What was this creature? Was it a messenger from nature's secrets or a protector of hidden things in the forest? Nobody knew why it was there, lost in the mix of light and shadows. Questions floated in the air like mist on the ground, making it hard to figure out what was going on. Why did the creature carry the tree part like it was a big deal? Was it a sign of balance, a signal that something was going to change? The forest, now a place of mystery, echoed with questions from those who saw this strange dance between normal and not normal. When the video ended, the forest went back to being calm, but it left behind a bunch of questions that were part of the forest's nature. The mystery stayed, inviting people to explore and find out what secrets were hidden in the green wilderness. Bears chalked off by a French bulldog. In a quiet house during a sunny midday, a camera captured a scene that felt extraordinary. Shadows moved mysteriously across the room, hiding their secrets, as sunlight peeked through the curtains, creating an intriguing atmosphere. At the heart of this mysterious setting was Jules, a small French bulldog weighing only 20 pounds. He might have seemed too tiny to face a challenge, but Jules had a bravery that went beyond his size. On this day, he would show remarkable courage. Outside, there were strange visitors near the house. Massive bears, formidable and curious, loitered with an air of uncertainty. The world held its breath as the fearless bulldog confronted these intimidating intruders. Jules, although small in the grand scheme of things, didn't hesitate to protect his territory with an intensity that defied logic. With each step he took, Jules barked with a resounding authority, his fearless spirit echoing through the air. His small stature didn't matter when faced with the large bears. It was as though an ancient warrior spirit flowed within him, urging him onward. The camera captured every determined move, every fearless bark, and every glance that seemed to challenge the very essence of nature. In these moments, the line between the ordinary and the extraordinary blurred. A small dog, unwavering in the face of danger, stood as the guardian of his domain. Jules' remarkable act of bravery became a part of history, leaving an enduring mark on the story of a mysterious day. The scene, unfolding in broad daylight, remained an enigma to those who witnessed it, a testament to the deep and impenetrable mysteries of courage, resilience, and the bond between humans and animals. Nightmare in the Woods. A camera captures a moment straight out of a nightmare in the eerie calm of a moonlight forest. The dense trees cloaked in mist provided a frightening, suspenseful mood. A magical goat-shaped infant monster arose in the center of this haunted woodland.
What? What the is this?
Its form strange and unnerving, its eyes shone with heavenly insight, and its tiny hooves left a permanent imprint on the woodland floor. The air became thick with suspense as the camera approached the intriguing creature with caution. Suddenly, a giant, scary apparition emerged from the shadows. The mother, a goat-shaped monster with malevolent eyes. She sprang towards the invader with lightning speed, her hooves pounding the earth like thunderclaps. The terrifying moment when panic overwhelmed the camera person was captured on video. He tried to leave, but the monster chased the spectator fiercely, her snarls booming through the jungle. The footage provided a disturbing view into a mysterious realm where truth and nightmare mingled. It left spectators in wonder and dread, tormented by the picture of the mystic infant creature and its demonic mother's murderous rage. A witness to frightening mysteries beyond human knowledge. Black Witch. Let's picture a dark abandoned house in which the camera captured a chilling and mysterious sight. Amidst the pitch-black night, a flashlight beam revealed a cryptic figure, possibly a witch. This eerie being had impossibly thin, stick-like legs and similarly twig-like hands. Its appearance was reminiscent of a woolen doll, with thread-like hair and a black woolen body. What made it truly unsettling was the fact that it hung in the air, slowly descending as if defying gravity. This wasn't any ordinary toy. It was a creepy, supernatural presence lurking in the shadows of the house. As the camera rolled, it appeared that other paranormal entities were also at play, working to make the atmosphere even more unsettling and frightening. The mystery surrounding this strange occurrence remained unsolved, leaving us with many questions and a lingering sense of dread. It's still unknown what these entities were and what they were doing in that eerie, sealed house, adding to the overall sense of unease in the dark, haunted setting. Ghostly forest creature. Deep within the dark woods beneath the eerie moonlight, a scary scene unfolded. Two men visiting the forest found themselves in a strange and unsettling situation. It all began innocently enough, but a sudden feeling of dread gripped their hearts, making every step feel heavy with fear. As they ventured deeper into the woods, their flashlights cut through the thick darkness, revealing only more mystery. Their voices, once confident, now quivered with anxiety. And then, out of nowhere, it appeared, a horrifying creature, something not of this world. Fear surged through them as the creature emitted terrifying screams. Panic took hold, and they fled for their lives, leaving behind a world that had turned into a nightmare.
Go! No! Run!
The pursuit of the grotesque creature continued, a relentless terror that refused to let them go. This was a nightmarish encounter, leaving all who witnessed it in a state of profound fear. No one could explain what that creature was or why it lurked in the woods. It was a chilling mystery that would haunt their memories, forever etched in the darkest corners of their minds.
The fuck? What the?
Forest cryptic terror. Deep within the eerie woods, a camera captured a terrifying figure. It revealed a creature that could haunt even the bravest hearts. The creature's appearance was grotesque and perplexing, like a twisted blend of a gorilla and a deformed human. Its features were monstrous, as though it had sprung from the darkest corners of our worst dreams. Its body, shrouded in blackness, seemed to be a product of the very night. Only the faint glow of the camera's flashlight dared to unveil this malevolent presence. Its eyes emitted an otherworldly, chilling glare that sent shivers down the spines of those who beheld it. Its movements were eerie and unnatural, each step sending tremors through anyone who witnessed the horrifying spectacle. Whispers in the forest told conflicting tales. Some believed it to be a guardian of the woods, an ancient entity watching over its domain. Others, however, dared to speak the unthinkable. If it was a nameless, nightmarish being, a terror beyond reason or purpose. In the heart of that forsaken wood, the camera had captured a terror beyond imagination, an enigma that would forever haunt those curious enough to seek the truth. The sinister secret of the woods remained buried, hidden in the darkness. A horror that defied explanation and struck fear into the hearts of all who glimpsed its ghastly form. Best bear fight ever. Deep within the beautiful woods, as the sun painted everything in gold during the evening, a camera zoomed in on something that could make even the coldest hearts feel warm. Two bears, cute as can be, were having a tiff that was fierce yet oh so adorable. Both bears were super cute, but here's the twist. This wasn't a serious battle. One bear, all puffed up with anger, or should we say barely contained anger, seemed determined to prove a point. The other bear, looking a bit lost, clearly had no idea how to bear fight properly. Their fight was more like a clumsy dance. The angry bear kept charging at the confused one, maybe trying to give a lesson in bear etiquette. Meanwhile, the innocent bear just kept moving away, not getting the whole idea of this bear showdown. What made it interesting was that the angry bear refused to give up. He chased after the innocent one, determined to win this peculiar contest. But eventually, the innocent bear decided it was time to surrender. He backed off, leaving the angry bear looking like the victor. After their furry clash, the victorious bear proudly stood there while the defeated one dashed into the safety of the woods, probably thinking he was done with bear drama for good. This wasn't just two bears fighting, it was a funny clash of personalities. It left everyone who saw it feeling warm and amused. It's a memory from the woods that reminds us how unpredictable and adorable nature can be. Terrifying creature. In the darkest, scariest corners of the world, where shadows and the night's eerie feelings come together, there's a place filled with terror that not many talk about. Have you ever looked into the abyss, the deep, dark unknown, and felt a cold fear creeping up your back? These are stories told in hushed voices by the firelight, tales not meant for the faint-hearted. We've all heard about legends, those whispered stories of creatures that go against the rules of nature. But for most of us, these horrors stay far away, hidden by our disbelief. However, there's some brave souls among us who ventured into the unknown, forever changed by what they found. It was just an ordinary evening, or so it seemed, as a man cautiously explored the dimly lit hallways of an old, forgotten house. The air felt heavy with dread, and the walls seemed to press in as if the house itself rejected any intruders. Slowly, he went down a squeaky, decaying staircase. Then, in a moment of vulnerability, it happened. From the darkness of a long-forgotten room, a presence emerged, strange and deeply unsettling. Its movements defied the laws of nature, a creepy dance that sent chills into the man's soul. This creature, if you could call it that, had a face so terrifying that it carved nightmares into anyone who looked at it. Its face was twisted and distorted, like a grotesque imitation of a human. Its merciless eyes stared into the man's very soul, and a wicked grin twisted its unnatural lips. No one could understand how this abomination came to be or what sinister purpose it held. But one thing was clear. Those who saw this monstrous vision would forever be trapped in their own terror. The camera, a neutral recorder of reality, had frozen a horrifying moment in time, a moment that would haunt the world forever. In the face of such unspeakable horror, one truth remained. The darkness hides more than we can imagine, and the creatures that live there are not to be underestimated. Zombie moose. In the heart of the rugged mountains, a camera captured a strange yet puzzling scene. Two moose, unlike any ordinary ones, traversed a small grassy expanse with an unhurried grace. Their presence held an air of mystery, their movements a dance of secrets, the grand horns expansive as a dinner plate, sprawled in every direction, adding to their cryptic vibe. Also, a growth of skin hanging from the neck. It is other than normal. It grew very large. These moose were no common sight. They moved in a way that defied the usual, a rhythmic mystery that left no easy answers. Their large, distilled horns protruded like ancient artifacts, carrying an aura of curiosity. As the recording unfolded, one couldn't help but wonder about the depths of their existence. What secrets lie within these haunting creatures? They were a puzzle waiting to be unraveled, a mystery that had remained unsolved for all who came across them. In that mountainous realm, they stood as sentinels of the unknown, leaving behind a mark of curiosity. Black figure. In a room bathed in an eerie glow, a camera captured a peculiar scene. The space appeared to be a cozy sitting area adorned with sofas draped in covers of blue and yellow. It gave off an odd sense of warmth, yet a chill lingered in the air. As the video proceeded, a lone figure emerged drawn by a strange intuition. With cautious steps, he approached one of the sofas. With a swift motion, he unveiled a spine-tingling secret. A creature dark as night with a frighteningly haunted form. It seemed like it was hiding itself from the human being, and when the man approached it, it insanely jumped off to hit the man and ran off. But the camera recorded this cryptic sight in his lens. Its appearance left a trail of questions hanging in the air, a riddle wrapped in mystery. What was this enigmatic being, and why was it here? Was it a creature of the paranormal or something else altogether? Its two eerie arms and bone-chilling scream. The room held its secrets close, refusing to yield answers. The man's heart raced, confronted by a presence beyond comprehension. It is a bizarre mystery. The mystery endured, leaving us to wonder about the haunting enigma that had unfolded in that room. Mysterious encounter, cat versus fox. On a quiet, sunny street, something strange happened, hidden from the busy people passing by. A camera watched closely as a black cat and a sly fox met. The cat, black and mysterious, sat like a guardian under a lamppost. The fox, with its reddish fur gleaming, approached with wild intensity in its eyes. The whole street seemed to hold its breath, as if it knew something special was happening. The fox made eerie sounds like a ghostly poem, but their conversation was a secret code of the wild. Nobody understood what they were saying, but the mystery they both hold is spectacular, as their passionate and angry body language can be witnessed there. The cat, calm and cool, listened to the fox's passionate speech without flinching. It was like the night itself had lent its quietness to this strange scene. Then, out of nowhere, the cat erupted with wild cries that shattered the silence. In an unexpected twist, the fox, once fierce, now looked scared. It dashed away into the street's shadows. The cat remained untouched by the chaos, a mystery all its own. Cars, like silent guardians of the human world, stood still with no one inside. The streets watched, but their secrets were locked in the strange encounter between the cat and the fox, a puzzling dance that had no explanation. In this odd picture where the ordinary met the mystical, the streets whispered secrets only understood by shadows. It left everyone wondering about the strange mystery between the cat and the fox, a puzzle hidden in the unknown. Horror in the forest. As the sun's final rays painted the sky in eerie reds, a forest lay shrouded in darkness, a spooky place. A courageous cameraman entered this obscurity, hunting for secrets only the bravest would pursue. The wind whispered unsettling stories as the camera's lens focused, turning the world into a nightmare. An eerie figure appeared from the darkness, resembling the legendary Bigfoot. Its massive, pitch-black form moved with an unsettling grace, defying natural laws. The cameraman's hand shook as the creature's monstrous presence sent chills down his spine. A sense of dread blanketed the forest like a veil over the departed. This monstrous being radiated malevolence, drawing energy from fear itself. Its eyes, lacking humanity, pierced the souls of those who witnessed its horrifying performance. The camera continued to roll, capturing each heart-pounding moment. The creature's deliberate and menacing movements defied explanation. Was it a guardian of unspeakable evil, or did it foretell impending doom? The once lively forest fell into an eerie silence, as if nature itself recoiled from the abomination that prowled its depths.
Oh my god. How did you see that?
The cameraman's encounter left him frozen with fear, unable to grasp the nightmarish reality he had seen. The creature's purpose remained a mystery, hidden in impenetrable darkness. The video served as proof of the unspeakable horror lurking within the forest, reminding us that some secrets are best left alone. In the end, all that remained was a haunting image, a puzzle that continued to haunt the dreams of those who dared to peer into the forest's abyss at sunset, where the line between the natural and the supernatural blended into an endless realm of dread. Haunted office horror. Late into the night, within a hushed office, a man diligently worked, completely unaware of the impending terror lurking in the shadows. The room, bathed in a faint, eerie glow, bore an unsettling atmosphere that something was awry. Then an icy breeze sliced through the room, causing him to shudder involuntarily. The bizarre and spine-tingling events unfolded in rapid succession. A chilling noise shattered the silence as a bottle toppled over and papers fluttered into chaos, as if a malevolent specter orchestrated their macabre dance. Fear gripped his heart as he approached a chair that had been mysteriously upended. A guttural growl reverberated in the room, and to his sheer disbelief, the chair was propelled backward by an unseen sinister force. Paralyzed with dread, he stumbled away, his heart racing like a drumbeat of doom. In blind panic, he sprinted for the exit, never daring to cast a backward glance. That office had transformed into a nightmarish realm, a place where the boundaries between reality and the supernatural blurred irreversibly. The horrifying ordeal left him with a tale of horror that would haunt him every waking moment. Dogs versus coyotes. This video features a heroic moment with two livestock guardian dogs defending their farm from two coyotes, recorded by an outdoor CCTV camera installed for security. The farmer protects a flock of goats and a chicken coop with two dogs, a 9-month Anatolian Shepherd and a 17-month-old Great Pyrenees, trained and bred to safeguard against predators. When the CCTV detected movement near the goat corral and chicken coop, it revealed two coyotes attempting to attack the livestock. The dogs, despite being outnumbered, courageously confronted the intruders, engaging in a fierce battle. The CCTV documented the entire fight, concluding with the dogs successfully chasing the coyotes away from the farm, leaving viewers deeply impressed by their dedication and the strong bond between humans and animals. Cougar encounter. Discover the exciting story of a unique animal encounter that made Beach Canyon close temporarily. Hikers saw a rare cougar, and that made everyone take quick safety steps. This is important for the safety of visitors and the cougar, a local animal you hardly ever see. Beach Canyon is known for its beautiful nature. There are forests, streams, and lots of animals. But when hikers met a cougar, they had to be safe. Experts who know about animals are watching closely to make sure the cougar is okay and can go back to its home. While the canyon is closed for now, it reminds us how amazing nature is. This closing shows we want to keep nature safe for animals and people. We hope the cougar can go back home soon. While we wait, let's remember how great Beach Canyon is and how we need to take care of it. And don't worry, the beauty of nature will always be here, ready for you to enjoy again. Baby dinosaur. Late at night, when everything was dark, a strange event happened in a house. A hidden story unfolded on a home camera, covering the night in mysterious shadows. In this dark tale, something weird happened, catching the attention of anyone who saw the secret recording. People started whispering in the dimly lit halls, wondering what was going on. Out of the pitch-black darkness, a figure came into view. It looked like a creature from a time long ago, almost like a small dinosaur. How did this ancient mystery creature suddenly show up? The air was filled with unanswered questions, and the mystery wrapped around everyone's thoughts. The camera silently watched the strange happenings, capturing the ghostly movements of this mysterious being. It seemed harmless in its small size, but nobody could figure out why it was there. What brought this old creature into the world of modern cameras? As the moon gave a soft glow to the secret scene, more questions popped up. Why did the creature decide to appear in the dark night? Was it a sign of times long forgotten, a faint echo from ancient eras? Instead of giving answers, the night just added more confusion. The main question lingered: where did this creature come from? The mystery hid in the darkness, and people couldn't uncover the origins of this strange dinosaur. The puzzle, like a complicated knot, swung in front of everyone's curiosity, staying unsolved and hard to grasp. After that eerie night, the video stayed as a mysterious scene, a puzzle still waiting to be solved. The memory of that strange encounter echoed through people's thoughts, leaving behind a quiet mystery for those brave enough to question what's real. A mystery of a spider. In the dimly lit room, a big, scary spider appeared on camera. This spider was not like the regular ones you see. It was huge and black, lurking in the corner, making the room feel eerie. Its shape was weird and frightening, with many long legs creeping across the wall like spooky vines. The room suddenly felt heavy and scary, like the spider was in charge of the air itself, trapping anyone who came close in a web of fear. Everyone in the room felt very uncomfortable because this spider was no ordinary creature. It was a mystery, something strange and scary that nobody understood. The spider's face was full of secrets, its eyes shining with evil intentions. The room, which used to be a safe place, now felt like a room of nightmares because of this awful spider. People couldn't stop thinking about it, and it seemed to cast a long, scary shadow over their hearts. In simple words, this spider was not normal, and it scared everyone in the room. The room went from a nice place to a very scary one because of this spider. People couldn't stop thinking about it, and it made them very uneasy. A feared panther. One peaceful evening, as the sun disappeared, the doorbell camera suddenly flickered to life. It caught something truly strange. In the fading light, there was a mysterious creature lurking in the yard. Some folks said it looked like a mountain lion. The video was hazy and left the homeowner utterly amazed. Was it a wild visitor or just a trick of the night? This puzzling footage sparked everyone's interest in the neighborhood. People couldn't stop talking about it, and it became a hot topic at the local galleries and theaters. The doorbell camera had unveiled a mystery, and everyone was eager to find out the truth. As days turned into nights, people gathered around screens, hoping for more clues. The community banded together to uncover the enigma. Was it a rare sighting or just a clever shadow? The answer remained elusive. But the excitement of the unknown kept everyone captivated. A Bigfoot? Deep within the dark, mysterious forest at night, a trail camera recorded something truly strange. A massive, pitch-black figure emerged. Some suggest it might be the elusive Bigfoot. This colossal and dark entity moved swiftly, sending shivers down the spine of anyone watching. Its enormous form seemed like a nightmare come to life, and the air quivered with fear as it darted through the underbrush. Its purpose remained a mystery. Was it seeking safety or something else in the sinister woods? The camera, like a sentinel in the eerie darkness, captured glimpses of this creature, a true mystery that defies logic. It served as a reminder that Bigfoot's secrets endure in the shadowy forest, shrouded in darkness. The mysterious creature. The camera captured a rare and puzzling sight. It was a scene in the dense forest. The recording unveiled a creature unlike any seen before. It stood hiding behind the sturdy trunk of a tree, shrouded in an air of mystery. This enigmatic being, though resembling a bird, held an eerie quality that defied the norms of nature. The creature's appearance was far from ordinary. It was not looking like a normal creature or being. Its countenance bore a haunting visage with deep abyssal eyes and a face akin to that of a skeletal figure with no hairs on its head. Its presence invoked a sense of unease, a riddle that left all who beheld it in a state of wonder and doubt. This is a peculiar or unknown nature that had never been seen before, an unfamiliar species to all who roamed the woods. Its existence sparked suspicion and doubt, prompting questions that popped in the minds of those who encountered the footage. It represented a grand enigma, seemed very unfamiliar, leaving observers captivated by its mysterious allure. The woods held their secrets close, guarding this extraordinary creature, ensuring that its true nature remained a tantalizing puzzle for all. Cryptic forest encounter. In the hidden depths of the world, there are strange and mysterious creatures that defy our understanding. These mysterious beings lurk in the darkest corners of existence, escaping our grasp and challenging the very laws of nature. One such creature, a terrifying blend of human and ape, was caught on camera deep within an eerie, isolated forest. This nightmarish entity, frozen in time by the camera's lens, stood alone among ancient trees, defying the rational world. Its appearance was a grotesque fusion of human and ape, with a body covered in black fur that seemed to swallow the light, contrasting sharply with its ghastly pale face. What made this encounter even more unsettling was the creature's eerie stillness. It stared into the camera with unblinking eyes, as if peering into the very depths of the viewer's soul. Its eyes, wide against the darkness, held a malevolent gaze that sent shivers down the spines of those who saw it. The air grew heavy with an ominous sense of dread, as if the forest itself recoiled in fear of the creature's presence. No one could fathom where this abomination had come from, and its cryptic purpose remained a mystery. It was an unsolvable enigma, a puzzle without an answer. As the image of this monstrous being spread, it left a trail of fear in its wake. Whispers of the unknown and the macabre swept through the minds of those who saw the photograph. It appeared that our world was darker and more mysterious than anyone had ever imagined, with terrors lurking just beyond our comprehension, waiting to be unearthed from the depths of the unknown. Three-eyed creature. The camera caught a mysterious, uneasy clip. This video that was recorded and very cryptic and filled the air with spine-chilling and fear. In this video, the two friends are walking on the woodland. They wanted to test their new trail camera in these woodland. They faced the camera towards a spot where they thought wild animals might be, and left it overnight. They returned to see what they'd caught on camera. When they come to check what camera had recorded, the friends were very shocked. And everyone who viewed this video also shocked and horrified. There was a creature with 3 glowing eyes hiding in the bushes. It was looking very unfamiliar and scary. That held those operators or viewers in suspense and make terrified. The air was truly pervade, enigmatic and fearful. The 3 eyes of this creature or being was very eerie and frightened. They are glowing and illuminated. As it was a paranormal creature or something else. This was looking very spooky. It was still a deep mystery what it is. That was still hidden or unrevealed yet. No one can point out what it was. Scary monster. In a quiet forest, a camera in the woods took a spooky picture. The photo shows a weird creature with glowing, scary eyes, kind of like a make-believe monster. This creature looks really big, almost like the legendary Bigfoot, and is just standing there in the dark trees. The picture makes you feel a bit spooked because of its shape and those glowing eyes. The tree branches make weird black, making the creature even more mysterious. This photo makes you think about strange creatures that might be hiding in the parts of our world we do not know much about. The picture is a bit fuzzy, adding to the mystery. Maybe it's just a weird trick with the light. Or maybe it's something from a different world. This photo tells a spooky story about something we cannot explain, making the deep, dark forest seem even scarier. Hunter polar bear. This video depicts a harrowing scene of a polar bear attacking a husky dog on the ice. The video's origin and location remain unknown. It shows a large polar bear approaching a group of dogs, likely catching them off guard. The bear pounces on a brown husky, clamping its jaws around the dog's body. Despite the dog's attempts to resist, it is overpowered by the bear's strength and weight. The bear repeatedly strikes the dog on the ice, causing severe injury and distress. 2 other huskies, one black and white and the other black, are present, frantically circling and vocalizing in an attempt to distract the bear or help their companion. The video concludes with the polar bear still holding the dog, while the other 2 huskies continue their frantic movements. The outcome remains uncertain, leaving viewers with unanswered questions and concerns about the fate of the dogs. Bigfoot found on property. In a stunning video, Bigfoot, the mysterious creature, seems to have been found on Adrian Erickson's land. This video is causing a lot of excitement and surprise among researchers, who are confidently saying that Bigfoot is real. Why is this video so convincing? Well, cameras placed on Erickson's property captured Bigfoot walking deep in the jungle. This video has become a crucial piece of evidence and is truly amazing to see. As you watch the video, you'll feel like you're right in the forest where Bigfoot lives. The creature is huge, covered in hair, and takes slow, deliberate steps. It's hard to doubt what you're seeing. This discovery is a big deal and has brought new questions and excitement to Bigfoot research. The property is now at the center of Bigfoot stories, and this video is strong evidence that Bigfoot exists. The legend of Bigfoot just became a lot more real, and this is a story that will keep captivating our imaginations for a long time.
Like, I don't know, it looked like a man, but I don't know what the f. Oh,
Get ready for a spooky adventure. We put together some of the scariest trail camera footage that will give you goosebumps. From ghostly shadows to unidentified creatures, these shots will get your heart racing. Join us on a hair-raising journey as we uncover disturbing secrets caught on camera. Unseen room horror. In the confines of a room, a video recording captured an unnerving encounter with a mysterious entity. Positioned in the corner, this enigmatic creature bore a blackened visage and eyes that gleamed with an unsettling brilliance. The camera, functioning as a passive observer, documented the creature's sudden transformation from a static presence to a swift, menacing charge toward the person behind the lens. As the creature closed the distance, it unleashed horrifying sounds, plunging the room into an atmosphere of palpable dread. The recording, draped in a documentary tone, presented this inexplicable phenomenon with an air of detached observation. The black-faced entity, once a stationary figure, became a harrowing force in motion, leaving viewers with a chilling testament to the unexplained and the eerie mysteries that may lurk within the seemingly ordinary corners of our surroundings. Creepy things. Imagine this eerie scene. A girl cautiously opens a manhole, and through the darkness, a person's forehead is chillingly revealed on camera. It's the stuff of nightmares, right? The spine-tingling moment captured is undeniably creepy, sending shivers down your spine. The dimly lit surroundings add an extra layer of mystery, heightening the scare factor. As the girl slowly unveils the hidden world beneath, the unexpected appearance of someone's forehead intensifies the fear. It's the kind of unsettling sight that makes you question what might be lurking in the shadows. The simplicity of the scene amplifies its horror, a simple action turning into a heart-pounding experience. Whether it's a prank, paranormal encounter, or something else entirely, the video leaves an indelible mark on your imagination. It's a reminder that sometimes the ordinary can transform into the extraordinarily frightening, caught on camera for all to witness. Brace yourself for the unexpected, as reality takes a chilling detour into the realm of the unknown. Demonic wall? In the eerie recording, the unsettling scene unfolded, capturing a hair-raising spectacle that defied comprehension. A girl, draped in a white dress and possessing an otherworldly aura, assumed a demonic semblance as she clutched another girl by her long hair. The atmosphere became charged with an unspoken terror as this spectral entity defied gravity, climbing the wall with an unnatural ease, the girl suspended in mid-air by the strength of her own hair. The haunting image of the demon-like figure scaling the wall left viewers in a state of disbelief. The camera tracked the unnerving journey along the corridor of the wall, the girl in the creature's grasp seemingly at its mercy. Abruptly, with a malevolent gesture, the demonic entity released its ethereal grip on the captive's hair, sending her plummeting to the ground below. The chilling recording documented a nightmarish encounter, blurring the boundaries between reality and the supernatural. The enigmatic entity, with its spectral features, left an indelible mark on the viewers, leaving them to grapple with the eerie mysteries that linger in the shadows of the unexplained. Unknown creature. Picture this, an investigator doing his thing, recording a video like it's just another day. But out of the blue, bam, a see-through ghostly creature pops up right behind him. The investigator, totally clueless, just carries on, oblivious to the spooky presence lurking behind. The translucent entity, all white and eerie, adds a whole new layer of creepiness to the scene. It's like a ghost photobombing a casual video shoot. You can almost feel the suspense building up as viewers watch, wondering what the investigator will notice the unexpected guest. The video spreads like wildfire as people gasp at the unexpected twist. "Did you see that ghostly thing?" becomes the talk of the town, literally and figuratively, about the spine-chilling company he had during his recording. It's a real-life ghost story caught on tape, and the unsuspecting investigator becomes the star of his very own paranormal show, all while being blissfully unaware of the ghostly sidekick stealing the spotlight. Ghostly forest creature. Deep within the dark woods, beneath the eerie moonlight, a scary scene unfolded. Two men visiting the forest found themselves in a strange and unsettling situation. It all began innocently enough, but a sudden feeling of dread gripped their hearts, making every step feel heavy with fear. As they ventured in deeper into the woods, their flashlights cut through the thick darkness, revealing only more mystery. Their voices, once confident, now quivered with anxiety.
What is that? Do you hear that? Do you hear that?
And then, out of nowhere, it appeared. A horrifying creature, something not of this world. Fear surged through them as the creature emitted terrifying screams.
Go! No! Run! Run!
Panic took hold, and they fled for their lives, leaving behind a world that had turned into a nightmare. The pursuit of the grotesque creature continued, a relentless terror that refused to let them go. This was a nightmarish encounter, leaving all who witnessed it in a state of profound fear.
What the? What the?
No one could explain what that creature was or why it lurked in the woods. It was a chilling mystery that would haunt their memories, forever etched in the darkest corners of their minds. Ethereal Forest Enigma. Deep within the obscurity of a forest, a camera shrouded in the cloak of night vision captured an unsettling tableau, unfurling a mystery that defied comprehension. In the dim glow, a mysterious figure materialized, draped in a white dress akin to a spectral shroud, with long black tendrils of hair cascading like an ominous curtain, concealing the face. The eyes, pools of profound darkness, fixated downward on the ground, presenting an image that evoked the eerie stillness of a corpse. The enigma of this spectral entity lingered, casting a haunting veil over the wooded expanse. As the camera's lens delved into the enigmatic scene, the identity of the ghostly figure remained elusive. The air thickened with an otherworldly chill as viewers grappled with the ambiguity of the encounter. Was it a lost soul, a figment of imagination, or something more sinister? The unanswered questions echoed through the nocturnal forest, leaving an unsettling sense of the uncanny, an encounter with the unknown that left those behind it with a profound sense of disquiet, wondering about the mysteries concealed within the darkened woods. A Bigfoot?
There. He's got.
Hold on to your hats because this is wild. So, imagine this person records the scariest video ever. It's dark, right? There's this dude who seems all human-like, chilling by the streetlight in the garden. But, plot twist, out of nowhere, a Bigfoot shows up. Yeah, Bigfoot, like the hairy, gigantic mystery creature. Now, this Bigfoot character isn't there for a garden party or anything. It's just standing, staring at the light. And let me tell you, it's not your average friendly neighbor vibe. It's scary, tall, and the whole look is straight out of a horror movie. Our video hero? Well, there are no superheroes. The scary combo of the human-looking guy and Bigfoot staring down the streetlight? Too much. They bolt, and who can blame them? I mean, that's not the kind of late-night encounter you want in your life. So, there you have it. A spooky night, a weird dude, a Bigfoot, and a runner. Just another day in the wild world of mysterious videos.
I don't know. It looked like a man, but I don't know what the it was. It was walking around.
Horrifying encounter. Late at night, workers were driving a big truck down a dark road. The truck's engine was the only sound in the quiet night. The road looked old and tired, just like the workers. Suddenly, a strange thing happened. A ghostly lady appeared in front of the truck from the darkness. She looked like a spirit, glowing and weird. The workers were really surprised. They looked at each other with big, surprised eyes, not sure what to do. The truck went slower, almost stopping. Its bright lights showed the spooky lady clearly. She did not move, like a mysterious force was keeping her there. The workers, feeling a mix of curiosity and fear, looked through the front window, trying to understand what was happening in the dark night. At that strange moment, the truck, the road, and the ghost lady made a weird picture. It was like a mysterious encounter that the workers would always remember. It was a meeting between normal and really strange things on that quiet night journey. Mystical night, eerie creature. In the dark night, something strange happened. A video caught a weird thing on a roof. People walking nearby saw it, a spooky creature with glowing eyes in the shadows. It looked odd and nobody could understand what it really was. Those people got scared as they stared at the mysterious sight. The creature stayed still, making the air feel heavy with fear. Its glowing eyes felt like they weren't from our world. Feeling brave, the people went closer, hoping to solve the mystery. But it wasn't a living thing. It was more like a spooky skeleton on the roof. The night air was filled with strange secrets. The mystery stuck around like a puzzle no one could solve. People wondered, what was that ghostly thing in the dark? The secrets of that night, like mist disappearing, left everyone with a memory of a creepy mystery that stayed unsolved. Shadowy room encounter. Within the confines of a dimly lit room, a camera documented an eerie sequence of unexplained events, plunging the atmosphere into a realm of chilling uncertainty. Mysterious sounds echoed, interwoven with the heavy breaths of an unseen presence. As the camera's focus shifted, revealing a shadowy figure concealed in darkness, its eyes glimmering with an ominous gleam, an unsettling tension permeated the air. Positioned at the edge of the bed, the mysterious entity fixed its gaze upon the unsuspecting recorder, emitting a horrifying sound that reverberated through the room. In the harrowing moments that followed, the camera slowly turned, capturing the creature's gradual retreat into the shadows. The person behind the lens, gripped by fear, fled frantically in the disorienting night vision. The interplay of darkness and desperate footsteps created a disconcerting tableau, leaving viewers with a lingering sense of dread. The enigmatic figure, with eyes that seemed to pierce the very soul, had woven a nightmarish encounter that defied explanation. A haunting episode that would forever dwell in the realms of the unknown. Jungle Enigma Unveiled. In the heart of an ancient jungle, beneath the dense canopy of towering trees, a camera silently documented an enigma that would send shivers down the spines of those who dared to witness it. Under the cover of night vision, the lens captured an elusive figure, resembling a shadowy entity, weaving through the labyrinth of trees and bushes. This mysterious being, concealed in the darkness, seemed to move with an otherworldly grace, leaving viewers spellbound and perplexed. As the camera rolled, capturing the eerie spectacle, speculation ran rampant. Was it a mythical creature, the legendary Bigfoot traversing the dense foliage? The footage, obscured and mystical, offered no clear answers. The jungle, bathed in an inky blackness, became a realm of uncertainty and fear. The leaves rustled and shadows danced, conspiring to keep the true identity of the elusive figure concealed. The jungle's ancient secrets whispered through the night, leaving those who watched the footage with a lingering sense of unease, a reminder that some mysteries are destined to remain unsolved. Creepy crawly creature. Watch this super creepy video that is making everyone scared. In the video, a weird humanoid critter shows up, and it's so spooky. The video starts all quiet and gives you that creepy feeling like something's about to happen. Then, out of nowhere, this strange creature appears on the screen. Its face looks all twisted and freaky, and its eyes get huge with shock and fear when it sees the camera. The creature lets out this super scary scream that echoes in the dark. It will give you goosebumps. People who've seen it cannot believe what they're watching. The creature moves in this really strange way, and its riots are like something from Agony. It's so freaky that anyone who watches it gets totally scared and cannot look away. The video captures the real, raw fear of not knowing what is going on, and the weird creature is flipping out because of the camera. Get ready for a seriously scary time when you check out this video. It's like stepping into a world where things are just too strange and scary, and you will not believe what you're seeing. Mysterious Bigfoot haunting. The videos show that as the sun went down, shadows stretched across the quiet fields near the old farm. A strange thing happened there. Someone recorded a video of a really big creature, like the famous Bigfoot. It walked in the grass and you could only see its dark shape against the fading evening sky. This huge thing moved strangely, kind of mysterious. The camera was far away, so it couldn't show the details. It felt like the creature was from another world, making everything around it feel not quite real. People in the area started talking, wondering how this Bigfoot came to the field and what it was doing. Nobody had answers, and everyone was curious about this strange event as the sun disappeared. Watching the video made people feel uneasy. The images weren't clear, and the Bigfoot's reasons were unknown. People even started thinking of wild ideas, like old stories mixing with our world. The Bigfoot, like a ghost in the dim light, left behind lots of questions. Bigfoot on a snowy road. On a cold and snowy night, a man embarks on a chilling journey down a deserted road. The darkness wraps around like a heavy cloak, and the only source of light is the dim glow from his car's headlights. As he drives, he notices an eerie silence, broken only by the crunch of snow beneath his tires. Suddenly, his attention is captivated by a mysterious figure emerging from the shadows. Fumbling for his phone, he starts recording this strange encounter. To his disbelief, a colossal creature resembling the legendary Bigfoot materializes on the snowy road. The creature moves swiftly, its large, hairy form blending with the wintry landscape. Fear grips the man as he continues to video, his shaky hands struggling to keep the phone steady. The critter's footprints leave an unforgettable mark on the snow, confirming the surreal encounter. The video captures the pressure of the moment as the man grapples with the shock of witnessing something beyond explanation in the desolate darkness. The snowy road becomes a stage for the unexpected, leaving viewers with a spine-tingling sense of the mysterious and the unknown. A Bigfoot at night. In the spooky video, a guy goes into a really dark forest with just a flashlight. It's super suspenseful as he walks precisely through the quiet woods. Suddenly, his flashlight shows something huge, a creature so big it's hard to believe. It gives you shivers as the guy records on video this mysterious and really scary thing, talked about quietly by people. This gigantic creature sneaks around the trees hidden in the dark night. The video shows how scared the guy is, his breath showing in the cold air. The creature for sure is really, really big, seen in the flickering light. A sight that makes you question what is real. Its existence, kept secret in the dark of the forest, surprises anyone watching. The video takes you on a scary journey into something unknown, a meeting with something not easily explained. Even after the video ends, the memory of this mysterious and terrifying meeting in the middle of the dark forest stays with you. Midnight Haunt. In the quiet confines of a bedroom, a recording unfolded, capturing an inexplicable series of events that unfolded in the stillness of the night. As the husband and wife peacefully slept, an eerie disturbance permeated the room, a disconcerting sound that roused the woman from her slumber. Despite her desperate attempts to wake her husband, he remained unresponsive. A haunting knock echoed through the room, and with an otherworldly twist, the door swung open of its own accord, sending shivers down the woman's spine.
Wake up.
Her futile attempts to awaken her husband persisted, met only with an unsettling silence from him. The atmosphere thickened with an unspoken terror of a showpiece on the side table abruptly crashed to the floor, intensifying the woman's fear.
Wake up! Wake up! What the
The camera documented this nocturnal enigma, leaving viewers in a state of chilling uncertainty. The inexplicable events within the seemingly mundane bedroom hinted at a spectral presence, a disturbance that blurred the lines between the natural and the supernatural, a disquieting testimony to the eerie mysteries that can unfold within the intimate spaces we consider safe. Haunted Hallway. In the dimly lit corridors of the hospital, a camera captured an eerie episode involving 3 nurses, 2 females and 1 male. They ventured into an unoccupied section where closed doors hinted at an abandoned area. Undeterred, the male nurse proceeded to enter a dark room, documenting the mysterious surroundings. As the camera rolled, a sudden movement of the curtain sent a shiver down their spines. A boy emerged from the shadows, running frantically. Startled, the nurses looked back to witness an inexplicable occurrence. The bottle on the table fell without apparent cause. The unsettling scene unfolded, prompting an immediate retreat from the nurses. The atmosphere, once quiet, now pulsated with an unspoken fear as they hurriedly left the mysterious room. The camera documented this paranormal encounter, leaving viewers with an indelible sense of the supernatural, a testament to the unexplained phenomena that can manifest within the quiet, unseen corners of a hospital.
It moved, yes it did. It did. How did you not see that?
Oh, okay.
Haunted theater. In the sterile corridors of a hospital, a chilling anomaly unfolded under the watchful gaze of a camera. A person in a wheelchair navigated towards a patient's room, triggering the automatic opening of the door to the operating theater. As the individual entered, a mysterious figure followed suit. Subsequently, the wheelchair-bound person emerged from the room, now accompanied by the patient, and headed straight for the operating theater. The atmosphere thickened with an unsettling tension as the wheelchair entered the theater, only to be followed by a sudden and frantic retreat. Seconds later, both the wheelchair-bound person and the patient bolted out, their faces etched with terror. Abruptly, the imposing doors of the operating theater snapped shut, sealing the enigma within its sterile confines. The footage of a cryptic ballet of events left viewers grappling with unspoken horrors lurking in the very heart of the hospital. The automatic responses of doors, the manic escape, and the shared fear etched on the faces of the fleeing figures left an indelible mark, a haunting testimony to the inexplicable and the unsettling realities concealed within the clinical walls. Horned creature. Okay, this trail camera just snagged a video that's straight out of a horror flick. Picture this, a horned creature, yeah, with actual horns, peeking out of the window of some abandoned building. Now, that's the stuff of nightmares. I'm telling you, this scene is so spine-chilling that even your everyday person wouldn't handle it well. Those dark, bright eyes staring through the window and that overall creepy vibe, it's enough to give anyone the heebie-jeebies. Imagine you're the one stumbling upon this footage. You'd probably do a double take, then sprint in the opposite direction, right? I mean, who wants to deal with a horned creature hanging out in an old spooky building? The whole thing sounds like a plot twist in a scary movie. It's a video that makes you wonder if you're living in a real horror story. Stay away from abandoned buildings and people. You never know what will peek out from the shadows. Unknown creature. Alright, buckle up for this one. So, there's this trail camera, right? And it catches a seriously spooky video. Picture this unknown creature almost like a spy giving the camera the full-on stare. Creepy, right? It's like a mix of humans, Bigfoot, and who knows what else. What makes it hair-raising? Those eyes. Bright and spooky, staring straight into the camera as if it knows it's being watched. Gives you the chills just thinking about it, huh? Now, the big mystery is whether it's a person, a Bigfoot on a secret mission, or some otherworldly being. Imagine stumbling upon that footage. Your heart would probably do a little race. I mean, who knew the wilderness had its own set of spooky spies? Keep those trail cameras rolling, because you never know what mysterious creatures might be giving you the eye in the dark. Terrestrial mermaid encounter. In the obscurity of the night, a camera equipped with night vision documented a mystifying scene that unfolded in the darkness. 3 figures surrounded a creature lying on the surface, encrusted with dirt, a mystical entity bearing an uncanny resemblance to a mermaid. The enigmatic presence of a mermaid on the terrestrial plane raised perplexing questions, casting an eerie atmosphere over the recording. As the camera scrutinized the unearthly tableau, the mystery of why a mermaid found itself on dry land remained elusive. The creature, adorned with scales and seemingly out of its aquatic habitat, lay surrounded by 3 observers, their expressions of mix of awe and trepidation. The air resonated with a sense of the supernatural, as the camera captured a moment that defied the natural order. Viewers were left to grapple with the unsettling juxtaposition of myth and reality. Why was a mermaid stranded in the darkened realm of the terrestrial? spooky ghost captured on security cam. On a spooky night, a camera near a parked car caught something really strange. In the dark, misty shapes appeared and turned into a ghost. It was see-through and glowed in a weird way, floating over the quiet parking area. The ghostly thing reached out towards the car, like it was pulled by something you cannot see. The air felt strange, making the place feel creepy. It was like the ghost was stuck between our world and another. The camera quietly recorded everything, showing the ghost moving around. The glittering shadows and the ghost shape made the normal parking lot feel spooky. The air got heavy and it felt like there was a mystery in the air. As time passed on the recording, the mysterious ghost kept doing its strange things. Watching the video made people wonder about what is real and what is not, about what we can see and what we can't. On that quiet night, the ghost image stayed in the air, making the ordinary place seem a bit magical and strange. Strange creature. Hold on to your hats, because there's this camera recording a downright spine-chilling video in a dark, mysterious jungle. Enter this weird creature. It's just lurking in the shadows, standing tall and staring right into the camera lens. Picture this face, covered in hair, giving off major creepy vibes. But here's the kicker. Its mouth is like something out of a horror flick, seriously scary stuff. It's this unexpected encounter in the heart of the jungle, and the video freezes this eerie moment where you can practically feel the hair on your neck stand up. The creature's gaze is like it's piercing through the darkness, making you wonder what in the wild world is going on. It's a hair-raising scene, a real-life encounter with the unknown that leaves you with that spine-tingling feeling. Nature sure knows how to throw us some seriously creepy surprises in the jungle after dark. A Bigfoot. A trail camera was doing its thing, innocently recording the woods, when bam! It spots something seriously creepy. As the camera zooms in, guess what shows up? Only the legendary Bigfoot, clear as day. I saw the footage, and let me tell you, it's like every spooky campfire tale coming to life. There's this massive, hairy creature just doing its Bigfoot thing in the woods. It's both thrilling and spine-chilling to see the real deal caught on camera. I mean, who would have thought, right? Bigfoot making a star appearance in a trail camera video, it's like finding a needle in a paranormal haystack, and they actually got it on tape. Gives you the shivers just thinking about it. If you're into the whole mysterious cryptid scene, this video is a game changer. Seeing Bigfoot in action, or at least on tape, is the stuff of legend. It's like the forest held on to its secret for ages, and now, thanks to a trail camera, we've got a front row seat to the real-life Bigfoot show. Crazy, right? Unknown creature. Guess what the trail camera stumbled upon? This massive, eerie thing appears on camera, and everyone's like, is that Bigfoot's secret twin or what? But here's the kicker. Nobody really knows what it is. It's like the wild decided to throw us a curveball in the form of this giant, scary-looking mystery creature. The footage is enough to make you do a double take. Imagine Bigfoot, but with an extra layer of mystery. It's got everyone speculating and scratching their heads like, what on earth did we just witness? And the crazy part? No one has a clue about this creature's identity. Is it a lost prehistoric buddy of Bigfoot, or did nature decide to invent a new character just for kicks? Your guess is as good as mine. So here we are with a wild video that leaves us with more questions than answers. A creature that's part Bigfoot, part Enigma. It's like the forest has its own version of a suspense thriller, and we're all just trying to figure out the plot twist. A skinwalker.
Oh my god, hello!
Hold up, you won't believe this. There's a video floating around where a girl catches a skinwalker on camera. Yeah, the spooky stuff. This creature is just standing there right in front of the camera, giving off major creepy vibes. Most folks would be running for the hills, but not this girl. She's laughing. Can you imagine? Instead of freaking out, she's all brave, cracking up while filming the skinwalker like it's a comedy show. I don't know about you, but if I stumbled upon a creature straight out of scary stories, I'd probably be the one sprinting away. Props to this fearless girl though. She's turning a potentially nightmare-inducing moment into a comedy special. It's like, hey skinwalker, you might be spooky, but you're not getting under my skin. Who knew encountering mythical creatures could be so entertaining?
Oh my god, hello!
Ethereal enigma unveiled. In the hidden depths of an obscure covered area, the camera unveiled a perplexing spectacle, an apparition taking the form of ethereal white hair. The footage documented a riddle that resisted comprehension, challenging the boundaries of conventional understanding. The air-like entity draped in an otherworldly hue stirred an unsettling atmosphere within the sheltered expanse, creating an uncanny dance of light and shadow. Viewers found themselves thrust into a realm of ambiguity as the camera exposed the spectral essence of this enigmatic manifestation. The white air, shapeless and mysterious, lingered in the air, leaving an enduring imprint on those who witnessed the inexplicable display. The recording, immersed in an eerie luminescence, fueled speculation about the creature's origin, fostering a collective mixture of fascination and trepidation. The once unnoticed air became a canvas for the unknown, kindling a haunted curiosity that reverberated through the veiled recesses, a compelling reminder of the enigmatic forces that occasionally defy our understanding of the natural world. Ethereal night intrigue. As the camera focused on the enigmatic aerial display, speculation shrouded the night. What were these objects, violating the laws of the known as they soared through the darkness? Their fleeting shapes, visible only in the ghostly glow of night vision, pushed the boundaries of comprehension. An unsettling tension filled the air as the unidentified flying anomalies seemed to deride all efforts to unveil their secrets. In the pursuit of answers, investigators and intrigued onlookers delved into the mysteries captured on film. The mysterious nature of the flying objects, akin to elusive specters in the nocturnal vastness, left observers with a mix of awe and trepidation.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh.
Snowy giant mystery. In a quiet, snowy place, a camera caught something strange that puzzled the people and investigators. Huge footprints, like those of a giant creature, marked the untouched snowy path. These weren't regular footprints. They looked a lot like the tracks of the famous abominable snowman, making those who saw them feel a bit scared. As the camera moved across the mysterious trail, people started guessing. What kind of creature with feet like a mythical giant had walked here? The footprints, pressed deep into the cold snow, suggested a big and unknown creature. People who first thought the snowy scene was beautiful now felt uneasy, not knowing what might be out there. Local authorities and curious bystanders tried to figure out the mystery, putting together the story of this mysterious visitor. The footprints, like frozen hints of a puzzle, echoed in the snowy landscape, leaving a feeling of amazement and fear. The scary thought stayed that in the calm snowfall, something not from our world had left its mark. Maybe an abominable snowman, or something even scarier, still there in the cold open space. Ominous owl encounter. In the moonlit shadows of an eerie garden, a camera captured an enigmatic encounter between two owls. Standing perched on a watering pot, their haunting hoots resonated through the still night. One owl, its sinister silhouette facing the camera, emitted guttural noises, causing its bottom feathers to ripple mysteriously. Beside it, its feathery companion responded with side-facing calls, prompting unsettling movements in its plumage. After a disconcerting exchange, the owl facing the camera took a few deliberate steps aside. A chilling silence enveloped the scene as it began to drink from the water pot, its eyes gleaming in the darkness. The other owl, with an unhurried and ghostly turn, pivoted on its perch to join in the macabre communion, partaking in the ominous ritual of hydration. The air thickened with an unsettling tension, leaving viewers with an unshakable sense of foreboding. The garden, once tranquil, now echoed with the haunting memory of their silent exchange, shrouded in a mysterious atmosphere that lingered, unanswered and unsettling. Unwanted sighting. In the eerie depths of a moonlit forest, an unexpected and unsettling sight unfolded before a camera's unblinking eye, exposing nature's unsettling secret. Within the inky darkness, countless tree trunks had been enigmatically entwined by an otherworldly, thick white rope. Upon closer scrutiny, this spectral cord writhed and slithered, evoking spine-tingling terror. As the lens zoomed in, the grotesque truth materialized. A colossal serpent, its sinuous form coiled around a multitude of trees, like a nightmarish guardian of the woods. Its head, a macabre amalgamation, resembled neither horse nor human, but a ghastly skeletal visage. Its bony countenance, though equine in some eerie way, defied earthly logic. This cryptic footage, an unsettling testament to the unknown, sent shivers down the spines of those who dared to watch, haunting their thoughts with the unsettling mysteries lurking in the heart of the forest. Muntjac deer. So, there's this wild video from a trail camera showing a muntjac deer with not one, but two faces. Picture it, a deer happily munching on snacks with its front face like it's no big deal. But here's the kicker. It's got a whole other face on the back of its head. I watched the footage, and let me tell you, it's pretty surreal. The deer acts all casual, chomping away. But seeing an animal with two faces is straight up weird. I mean, nature, what are you up to? It's not like the deer minds, it seems perfectly content with its double face situation. But for us watching, it's a bit on the creepy side. You expect animals to have one face, right? This deer is breaking all the rules. Imagine stumbling upon this scene in the woods. You'd probably do a double take yourself. Nature can be downright bizarre, and this two-faced deer is a living proof. It's like a snack-eating enigma wandering around in the wild. Mama bear and cub. A trail camera capturing the pure cuteness of a mama bear and her cub having a playdate in the wild. I watched the video, and let me tell you, it's like a nature-made Disney movie. So there's this mama bear, right? And she's just casually goofing around with her fluffy little cub. They're rolling in the grass, playing tag, and doing all those adorable bear antics. The best part? They're completely unaware they're stealing the show on camera. It's a full-on bear playtime extravaganza. The cub's probably thinking, "Mom, you're it," and Mama Bear's all in, just enjoying the simple joy of play. You can see the happiness oozing from the screen. Nature's versions of a feel-good movie. The innocence of the moment is what gets you. It's like a snapshot of a perfect day in Bearland. If you need a dose of fuzzy warmth, this video is it. Bears playing like nobody's watching. It's a reminder that even in the wild, family moments are universal. And sometimes, you just gotta play, no matter who's watching. Snow leopard. Okay, listen to this adorable tale caught on the trail camera. There's a snow leopard mom being all sneaky and cute, so her fluffy cub decides to play a game of surprise, right? The little one's practicing its stalking skills. Now, the mom, being a cool snow leopard mom, pretends to be scared. I mean, come on, that's just too cute. She's there acting all startled like, "Oh no, where did you come from?" You can almost hear her saying, "Good job, little stalker." It's like a wild game of hide and seek. But in the snowy mountains with these majestic creatures, the cub is probably thinking it's the master of stealth, and mom's playing along to boost its confidence. I watched the video, and trust me, it's heart-melting. The snow leopard mom encouraging her cub with this pretend scared act is just pure sweetness. Nature can be a real softie sometimes, especially when it comes to adorable family moments in the wild. Local cougar. There's a local cougar making a star appearance on a trail camera. The camera doesn't miss a beat, capturing every step of this feline prowler. You can practically feel the suspense watching it. This big cat owning the night, lurking around like it's got some secret mission. It's like nature's own action movie, starring the local cougar as the main character. The size of this cat is something else. You'd think cougars were on the smaller side, but nope, not this one. It's a reminder that even in the dark, there's a whole world of wild wonders happening right under our noses. Trapdoor spider. So there's this trail camera minding its own business, right? Well, it captures a trapdoor spider doing some serious James Bond moves. This spider's got skills. First off, it's like a ninja. The spider wraps itself in this silk thing, like a secret agent in a silk cape, all sneaky-like. Then, here comes the genius part. It sets up this trip line, a spider-style security system. If anything steps on it, bam, it's showtime. Now, the prey, thinking it's just another day in the bug world, strolls along and hits that trip line. Cue the spider action. The line starts vibrating like some animal alarm system, and before you know it, the spider's got its prey caught in the act. No fancy words here, just a spider pulling off a top-notch trap to snag its dinner. Nature's got its own spies, and this trapdoor spider is definitely in the Secret Agent League of the Wild. Unknown creature. Hey there, so picture this. Someone caught a video of this super weird animal roaming in the middle of a field. It's like a mix between a deer and a fox, but nobody has a clue about what it really is. Kinda creepy, right? I mean, who wouldn't be freaked out by a mystery creature just strolling around? The video is making the rounds and folks are scratching their heads trying to ID this thing. It's got that deer vibe with a dash of fox flair, but it's the ultimate mystery guest at this wildlife party. So yeah, mystery creature videos, not for the faint of heart. Maybe one day someone will crack the case and tell us what's really going on in those fields. Until then, let the guessing games continue. Strange sea animal?
What the F is that?
Guess what? There's this creepy video floating around of a bizarre sea creature. It's like a snake, but not quite. Get this. When someone decides to poke it, the thing spreads out, almost like roots or something. Now, that's the stuff of nightmares, right? I mean, who expects to run into a sea critter that acts like a combo of a snake and an alien plant? It's all kind of strange and eerie. You watch this video and your brain just goes, wait, what is that? Imagine being the one behind the camera thinking you're filming a regular old sea creature, and then bam, it starts doing its weird root-spreading dance. I'd probably freak out, honestly. It's not your everyday underwater encounter, so yeah, there you have it, a spine-chilling sea creature doing its thing. Nature sure knows how to keep us on our toes with these mysterious and creepy surprises. Unearthly gaze unveiled. In the dimly lit confines of a house, a camera documented a peculiar and unsettling scene. Several individuals gathered around a round table, bathed in flickering light, engaged in an inexplicable activity.
Going for a walk and I look up.
The nature of their actions remained shrouded in mystery, an eerie dance unfolding in the ambient glow. Suddenly, a collective and synchronized movement gripped every person, their faces turning sharply towards the camera. The person behind the lens, once a passive observer, now became the focal point of an unspoken and unsettling acknowledgement. The air thickened with an unspoken tension as the gaze of each participant bore into the camera, leaving the recorder with a sense of profound discomfort. A disconcerting moment captured in the inexplicable choreography of the night. As their eyes met, a palpable unease settled in, casting a haunting shadow over the otherwise obscure ritual, leaving the recorder with lingering questions and an indelible sense of foreboding. Daylight enigma unveiled. In the expansive daylight of a farm, a camera captured an intriguing sight, revealing a mysterious entity with an eerie and unsettling presence. Cloaked in black, this figure stood amidst the agricultural landscape. Its long limbs devoid of any recognizable features or facial expressions. The daylight, which usually brings clarity, instead cast an enigmatic shadow upon this obscure being. The recording unfolded in a documentary tone, allowing viewers to witness this perplexing encounter with a sense of both curiosity and trepidation. The mysterious figure, an anomaly in the bright openness of the farm, left those who observed it with a lingering unease, an unspoken question hanging in the air, challenging the boundaries of the known and venturing into the realm of the inexplicable. The daylight offered no solace in demystifying the nature of this black-clad enigma, leaving the farm shrouded in unanswered questions and a sense of eerie wonder. Forest phantoms unveiled. In the proximity of a dense forest, a camera documented an unsettling scene, capturing the passage of two enigmatic air-like creatures. Their unrecognizable forms moved with an eerie, unnatural gait, casting an otherworldly presence. The haunting footage unfolded in a realm of mystery, as the camera revealed these spectral beings walking in a peculiar manner, their features obscured by an ethereal quality. The unidentified creatures moving silently through the periphery of the forest left viewers with an unsettling sense of the unknown. The air of the forest seemed to carry whispers of the natural as the camera rolled, documenting this spectral encounter. The haunting nature of the scene lingered, a testament to the mysteries that can manifest in the darkened corners of nature, unseen and unexplained. Nocturnal Bone Horde. In the heart of the nocturnal forest, a video recorded unveiled a bone-chilling spectacle. A gathering of bony creatures with facial features so obscure and unrecognizable that they defied categorization. These entities, neither human nor animal, materialized in the darkness, casting an eerie presence that induced fear in any who laid eyes upon them in the dead of night. The documentary tone narrated the mysterious scene as the camera explored the depths of the forest, revealing the grotesque figures that seemed to emerge from the shadows. The night, which usually shrouds the unknown, became a canvas for the unimaginable. The bone-like creatures with their strange and horrible visages stood as a testament to the enigmatic inhabitants that dwell in the hidden realms of the wilderness, leaving viewers to grapple with the unsettling mysteries concealed within the nocturnal expanse. 2 wild deer. The video unfolds with an air of mystery as 2 wild deer gracefully traverse the wintry landscape, seemingly on a quest for food. Unaware of being recorded, the deer move with a certain grace, their movements unhurried as they navigate the cold, white surroundings. The camera captures their every step, creating a silent spectacle that unfolds in the heart of the tranquil forest. It's as if they're engaged in a secret dance, leaving imprints on the pristine snow as they go about their business. The hush of the snowy woods provides a backdrop to this enchanting display, amplifying the simplicity and beauty of nature's rhythm. The deer, seemingly in search of sustenance, contribute to the poetry of the landscape, their presence unfolding like a silent story captured by the lens. It's a moment frozen in time, where the delicate balance of the forest and the creatures within it take center stage, creating a captivating vignette of the heart of winter. Wild hog piglets. You won't believe what the trail camera snagged. A kind of spooky yet hilarious video of these wild hog piglets going all out on a fun spree. Imagine it. The camera captured these little guys in the lurking forest, and they're just unleashing cuteness overload. It's like they discovered a secret playground in the woods. These piglets, looking like tiny balls of mischief, are having a blast together. Their antics are a mix of creepy and funny. The forest sets the stage for their adventure, shadows playing tricks as these hot piglets trot around, exchanging playful nudges and winks. It's a cute chaos you wouldn't expect from the usually serious woods. The lurking forest turns into this unexpected hotspot for piglet shenanigans, making you appreciate the quirky side of nature. Old wild boar. The camera captures this boar in the dark, and it's like on a quest for something, maybe a late-night snack or who knows what. The forest shadows play tricks as the boar moves, making it seem even more mysterious. It's like it's unaware of the camera, just doing its thing in the shadows. The old boar's appearance adds to the eerie factor, rugged like it's seen its fair share of forest adventures. You can almost feel the tension in the air as it explores, with the camera silently catching every step. The lurking forest becomes a stage for this nocturnal wanderer, creating a moment that's both creepy and fascinating. It's like nature's secret show in the dark, starring an old boar in search of who knows what. The camera becomes a sneak peek into the wild, where even the oldest boars have their own mysterious quests in the depths of the lurking forest. Wild hog. Check this out. The trail camera captures this seriously creepy scene in a dark, lurking forest. A wild hog. In the video, the wild hog's eyes lock onto the camera, giving you that spine-chilling feeling. The dark forest becomes the backdrop for this unsettling encounter, and the hog seems totally aware it's being watched. It's the kind of thing that gives you the heebie-jeebies. The hog's presence is so close, and the camera captures every detail, making the whole scene scarier. The darkness, the intense gaze, it's a spooky combo that sends shivers down your spine. Nature, in its mysterious way, shows us a side that makes you think twice about wandering around in a lurking forest after sunset. Mountain's enigmatic stare. The video revealed a perplexing sight, an obscure creature draped in sleek black fur resembling a primate, its long fingers and hands positioned eerily towards the towering peak. The documentary tone unfolded as the camera captured this enigmatic being, its features masked by the onyx strands that covered its form. The black-furred creature, reminiscent of a monkey but unsettling in its unfamiliarity, stood in stark contrast to the natural landscape. The daylight, which typically illuminates clarity, instead casts an eerie shadow upon this mysterious entity, leaving viewers to grapple with the uncanny and unknown. As the creature faced the mountain, an unspoken question lingered. What mysterious connection or purpose propelled its gaze towards the lofty heights? Became a testament to the inscrutable occurrences that can manifest in the broad expanses of the natural world, introducing an unsettling element into the familiar terrain and challenging the boundaries of the known. Nocturnal enigma unveiled. In the eerie glow of dim streetlights, a video documented a perplexing nocturnal scene. The documentary tone unfolded as the recorder aimed their lens at a figure in the distance, walking with an uncanny resemblance to a monkey or an elusive creature.
What is that?
The darkened ambiance added an unsettling layer to the scene, and despite attempts to zoom in, the creature remained obscured, shrouded in mystery. The narrator conveyed the atmosphere of suspense, highlighting the creature's haunting movements and the eerie sounds that accompanied its progress. The inability to capture a clear image intensified the enigma, leaving viewers to speculate about the nature of this mysterious being. The night, typically a realm of quietude, now echoed with unsettling sounds and the unsettling gait of the unidentified entity. The documentary served as a chilling testament to the cryptic occurrences that can unfold in the shadows of the night, stirring a sense of dread and fascination with the unknown. Shadowed entities lunge. In the dimly lit surroundings, a video captured a chilling encounter as a person cautiously entered an undisclosed location, pushing open a creaky wooden door. The documentary tone narrated the unfolding events as the man ventured into the darkened room. In the night vision of the camera, a mysterious and unrecognizable creature emerged, a ghastly figure moving on all fours with an unsettling agility. Its white skin illuminated in the camera's lens. As the man took a few steps forward, the creature, a spectral enigma in the shadows, suddenly lunged towards him with a disturbing speed. The unsettling encounter served as a testament to the unknown entities that may lurk in the obscure corners of our surroundings, leaving the viewers with a lingering sense of dread, a chilling reminder of the mysteries that can manifest when one delves into the shadows of the unseen. Enigmatic forest echoes. In the heart of a mysterious forest, a disturbing symphony of eerie sounds echoing in the darkness was captured on video recording. The camera acted as a silent witness, recording the eerie cacophony echoing through the thick foliage. The usually quiet forest became a theater of unknown voices, each scream sending shivers down my spine. Through the lens, the viewer is transported to the heart of a mysterious forest and has to deal with the disturbing reality that deep in nature, strange and unexplained voices pierce the silence, creating an atmosphere of fear and fascination. It didn't. The haunting sounds lingered and left an indelible mark on the hearts of those who ventured into the mysterious realm of the dark forest. Daylight forest menace. In the broad daylight, the creature's grotesque appearance intensified the fear it instilled. As it methodically dismantled the camp with a palpable malevolence, the camp, once a haven of human activity, became a haunting battleground where the unknown clashed with the familiar. The video recording unveiled a bone-chilling scene, an obscure creature entirely draped in black hair, resembling a nightmarish hybrid between a gorilla and the legendary Bigfoot. Viewers were thrust into a realm where the commonplace transformed into a chilling spectacle, leaving them to grapple with the inexplicable and the unsettling realities that lurk within the heart of nature. The daylight, usually a source of reassurance, instead illuminated a creature that defied understanding. A ghastly force with a penchant for destruction that echoed through the haunted expanses of the forest. Snake hanging from the ceiling. A camera captured a strange and unsettling sight. A mysterious snake dangled from the ceiling, the movement shrouded in mystery. This cryptic video unveiled the eerie truth that the snake was in the midst of devouring its prey. The snake, hanging from its tail, performed eerie spiral-like motions as it gripped onto a helpless possum. It seemed to draw support from the ceiling, perhaps using it as leverage to consume its unsuspecting victim. The chilling scene unfolded silently, the only sound being the snake's sinuous motions. As the camera rolled, the snake's cryptic dance of predation continued. The preying creature moved with an uncanny grace, its scales reflecting the dim light, making the scene even more unsettling. The possum's fate hung in the balance, its life slowly slipping away in this enigmatic tangle of survival. In this eerie and cryptic encounter, the snake's methodical and chilling behavior was revealed, reminding us of the mysterious and brutal aspects of nature that unfolds all around us. Stick insect. Alright, check this out. There's this trail camera video of a stick insect in Australia, and it's doing something bizarre. This little bugger is straight up hitting itself. I know, right? Creepy vibes all the way. So, you've got this seemingly innocent stick insect, but it's acting like it's having a one-insect mosh pit. It keeps smacking itself, and I'm sitting here like, dude, what's going on in your tiny bug brain? Watching it is like witnessing the insect version of a weird self-defense mechanism. It looks uncomfortable, almost like it's got an itch it just can't scratch properly. Imagine seeing that in person, a stick insect having a showdown with itself. I can't help but feel a bit weirded out. Stick insects are supposed to blend in and be chill, not engage in some insect self-slapstick. Nature's throwing us curveballs, and this stick insect is definitely playing an odd game. Creepy, uncomfortable, and just plain weird. That's the bug life down under, I guess. Exploring the scary creature. In a spooky video, a brave guy goes into a dark forest at night with his flashlight, making things creepy enough. He's careful as he walks through tall trees, and you can feel something weird in the air. The only light is from his flashlight, showing twisted branches and involved plants that make strange shadows. All of a sudden, things get really scary. The guy feels like something is hiding behind the trees. His flashlight shows a spooky creature with glowing eyes in the dark. His heart beats fast as he tries to understand what he's seeing. The creature stays hidden, showing up for just a little bit, making things even scarier. The guy, now both curious and scared, keeps going deeper into the forest. The weird feeling and the spooky creature make it a super scary experience, keeping people at the edge of their seats. The video really feels like a spooky adventure, showing things in the dark forest that we cannot explain. Creepy creature. Alright, check this out. There's this crazy video of some spooky creature with tons of legs, just casually strolling down a busy road in the middle of traffic chaos. Imagine a regular day, cars honking, everyone doing their thing, and then bam! This weird, creepy critter appears, making its way through the vehicles like it's on a casual walk. People in their cars are losing their minds, probably thinking they've landed in a sci-fi movie or something. I mean, who wouldn't freak out when faced with a creature straight out of your nightmares in the middle of rush hour? The footage captures this surreal moment, and you can practically feel the tension through the screen. The creature doesn't care about the hustle and bustle. It's just doing its own thing, strutting its many legs like it owns the road. You can almost hear the nervous laughter and exclamations from the folks witnessing this bizarre scene. It's like a real-life thriller unfolding in the midst of everyday life. Just another day on the road, but with a spine-chilling twist. Ghostly appearance. Hold up, gotta spill the beans on this spooky scene. Picture a pitch-black forest in the dead of night, right? So this camera's doing its thing, and bam! It captures a ghostly figure lurking in the darkness. Like total chills, man. This ghostly vibe decides to kick it up a notch and starts booking it towards this poor guy. I can almost feel the run for your life vibes through the screen. It's like a horror movie unfolding right there in the woods. Imagine the guy probably regretting every life choice as this ghostly thing is closing in on him. The forest must be all creepy, with weird noises and shadows making everything more intense. Bet you can hear the guy's heart pounding on the video. It's that classic spooky moment, dark forest, ghost on the run, and you're left wondering if the guy managed to outrun the ghostly sprinter. Talk about a wild midnight surprise, huh? The Ghost Child. In a spooky video that is confusing everyone, a little mystery kid was seen peeking into a small corner of a house.
Right here, and as they walk around the corner, the child is gone.
At first, a lady is just wandering around her home in the video. Then things get really creepy when the camera spots a tiny figure in the shadows. The child is almost too hard to see, just kind of peeking from a dark corner. But here's the really weird part. When the lady gets close, the little kid just disappears, like poof, gone. It's like the kid was never there, and it leaves everyone wondering what happened. People are talking a lot about this video, trying to figure out where the disappearing kid went. The video is so simple, but the way the child vanishes makes it really hard to believe and super interesting. It's the kind of video that gives you goosebumps and sticks in your mind. However, be ready for a mysterious and kind of spooky moment with that unseen kid in the shadows. It will definitely give you the shivers if you watch it. Bigfoot behind the woods. Watch this amazing video where a weird creature talked about in whispers surprises everyone. It happens in a big private forest with tall trees. The camera moves, and behind the swaying bushes, a large, hairy creature slowly appears. This big thing moves strangely, like it knows it's being videoed. It's covered in messy fur, walking through the bushes and making the leaves rustle. The whole forest feels like it's holding its breath, like nature itself is seeing something super special. We do not know what this creature is, making it indeed more mysterious. This video of the unexpected moment makes us ask a lot of questions and gets us super curious about what might be living in the hidden parts of our world. It's like a secret story happening behind the scenes of our everyday life, leaving us wondering about things we can only imagine. Thank you for coming along this spooky adventure with us. Subscribe to our channel if you want more spine-chilling stories and hair-raising encounters. See you next time. Let's check out this clip caught on a home security camera outside a house. You can hear faint footsteps before a blurry figure appears and moves across the screen. Since the video quality is poor, it's hard to make out any details. Is it a prowler or could it be something paranormal? Upon closer inspection, the figure seems to briefly disappear when it reaches the center of the screen. This leaves us wondering if it's just a camera glitch or if there's something more sinister going on. These two men kept hearing strange voices from their backyard and eventually decided to go check. But what they did not know was that they were in for a surprise. A huge monster was seen running to hide from them, but that did not stop the friends there. They had to go check, and that is when we see the terrifying face. The video ends right there, so let's just hope both of them are okay. While a farmer was out with his goats and cows, he sensed that something was not okay. So he took his camera out and started checking the area. And what he found was this creepy black creature with big horns at the very edge of his property. Even though the creature did not look interested in coming near or harming the man, it was still good that he only recorded the thing and did not try to go near. In 2016, a strange video surfaced online showing a woman shopping at a mall. Suddenly, an item falls behind her, and she puts it back on the shelf. Then she starts acting weirdly, as if something is controlling her. She drops her shopping and writhes on the floor, screaming loudly. Her screams even push the onlookers away. As the man in black tries to hold her down, the woman calms down, but then lets out a final scream, which makes objects in the store move and the security camera flicker. This video was filmed by a guy from Mexico. Some people who have watched it are saying it's one of the most clear sightings of a UFO ever caught on camera. Against a totally dark sky, you can see a weird blue circle that looks like it's morphing into different shapes. Apparently, this man had this strange thing hovering over his house for about a half an hour before it vanished. What do you think it might be? In this video, Rick Dyer, a self-proclaimed Bigfoot tracker, claimed to have killed the elusive creature. The video shows a tense moment where the massive beast attacks the man holding the camera. Afterwards, Dyer provides a few pictures, claiming they're of the Bigfoot he killed. So do you think it was really a Bigfoot that he killed, or was he just lying straight away? This clip features an American tourist who got an unexpected guest on a safari in Tanzania. Well, Britton Hayes from Seattle got a special visitor in the form of a cheetah who jumped right into the back seat of his vehicle. And if that wasn't wild enough, another cheetah decided to join in on the fun. Poor Hayes was frozen with fear, praying he wouldn't become dinner for the big cats. A bizarre figure dressed in white was spotted standing directly under the window of a house where the mother and her baby had been only moments before. It appeared as though the figure knew where the family was located. The incident left the woman feeling shaken and terrified, with no logical explanation for what had just happened. Some say it was a witch, while others think it was something else. Still, it remains a mystery. Whether it was an extraterrestrial being or simply an optical illusion, this video is fascinating to watch. A large group of individuals gathered to witness this bizarre creature, which appeared to be levitating in midair while wearing wings on its arms and feet. Although it resembled a mermaid or an alien, it actually looked more like a boy. However, the reality behind the levitation was not as mysterious as it seemed. In fact, it was just a simple trick involving thin strings that helped the individual hover in the air. A pilot was on his usual routine, flying a plane from one city to another. But what he did not know was that he was about to come across a sight he had ever imagined, a UFO. Now, for those of you thinking it was just a balloon, those don't fly forwards, they go upwards. And also, balloons do not have this kind of speed. So nope, that wasn't a balloon. To me, it totally looks like a UFO. While paying a visit to his loved ones in the cemetery, a guy stumbled upon something peculiar. He noticed a grave that was partially open and seemed like it was being destroyed. As he went closer, he was taken aback to see the remains of a body buried there, including a tall skeleton that was around 1.8 meters tall. But that wasn't all. There were other skulls and bones inside the grave, which hinted at some sort of witchcraft. However, nothing was ever really explained or cleared up. This video features a man named Hassan, who is an explorer of witches. He voluntarily searches for witches, and in this particular video, he visits a witch mountain to find one. To his surprise, he actually spots a witch dressed in black clothes and holding a stick, which seems to be made from an animal skull. Initially, she was sitting at the cave entrance, but when she saw the YouTuber, she went inside and started mumbling some spells. Suddenly, a stone hit Hassan's face, which was a signal for him to back off as the witch didn't want to be disturbed. As the driver was cruising down the Queensland Highway, little did he know that he was in for a surprise. As he continued driving, he spotted something unusual on the side of the road. To his shock, he and other onlookers saw a ghostly figure standing in the middle of the road. The ghost, which appeared to be a pure white child, was just a few inches above the ground. The eerie sighting quickly gained fame and was dubbed the Ghost Child by many. However, some skeptics argued that it might have been just a human baby who happened to wander in the middle of the road. Even though the video is made by an amateur and we don't know who made it, it's perfect for our list. Can you imagine that there's a pterosaur flying in the sky? We know about pterosaurs because of fossils in movies, but we can't see them anymore. But some lucky people saw one and filmed it. I'm happy we have the video. Do you think it's real or just for attention? Most folks would bolt to the side of an alligator, but not these guys. This couple not only keeps one as a pet, but also knows how to make it blush. When the gator struggled to chomp down some grub, it got bashful and decided to give up and take a dip in the water instead. Aw, poor fella. A group of folks caught some ducks being super chill. Even when the water dragged them toward the brink, they were like, nah, whatever. Everyone was freaked out, but little did they know that these feathered friends were just messing around. As soon as they got close to the edge, they flapped their wings and flew to safety. Sneaky ducks. A few years ago, there was a video that became really popular online. It showed a strange sea creature that some people had caught and filmed. A lot of folks believe it's the real deal and pretty creepy too. The creature looks a bit like a sea hare, but with some serious sharp teeth inside its mouth. Honestly, I don't know what it was up to, but it definitely gave me the heebie-jeebies. The folks who were used to discovering fishes on the shore were taken aback when they stumbled upon a strange human-like creature that had washed upon the beach. It appeared to be a miniature version of a human, with a slimy coating all over its body and small limbs. The more they examined it, the more it mystified them, especially when they observed it breathing and slightly shifting its eerie body. What do you think it was? This incredible video was taken in Jakarta, Indonesia on September 11, 2011. You can see a radiant winged being that looks like an angel descending from the sky and touching down on the ground before taking off again. When people saw this video, they started calling the figure the Angel of Jakarta. Some people even thought it might be a guardian angel sent down. However, there's always a chance that this might be fake. Have you seen this video that's been going viral lately? It's really interesting. Nobody knows where it's from, but it seems to have been filmed in Africa. In the video, a group of people are gathered around a woman standing in the water, and it looks like some sort of ritual is taking place. But then something crazy happens. All of a sudden, the water recedes super fast, and the bay is completely dry where others are standing. People freaked out and said that the shaman caused the water to shift using some kind of divine power. But nothing was ever explained by anyone. Have you ever seen a super buff goat? If you haven't, we're about to show you something awesome. So this guy was out hiking in the mountains, just enjoying nature and all that. And guess what he stumbled upon? This seriously ripped goat. He knew he had to capture it on his phone and share it with everyone. And guess what? The video went crazy viral on Twitter, racking up a whopping 4 million views. People couldn't help but be amazed by the goat's incredible physique. This guy was out in the wilderness filming a video, just minding his own business, when all of a sudden, he sees something bolting towards him like a bat out of hell. And guess what? It's a freaking mountain lion! Yeah, you heard me right. This guy is staring down a big, wild apex predator. But you know what's even crazier? He manages to narrowly escape like a boss. This dude had a seriously close call.
No, you taste, dude.
But he lives to tell the tale, and we're all glad he made it out in one piece. While on their routine bike ride along steep tracks, a group of bikers encountered a terrifying experience that would haunt them forever. As they ventured deeper into the forest, a strange humanoid creature suddenly emerged from the side of the track and quickly started running away. The sight of the creature caused one of the bikers to lose control and fall off his bike. Shocked, the biker with the camera attempted to chase after the creature, but to his surprise, it vanished into thin air, leaving him bewildered. An incredible video aired on an Indian news channel featuring the most mind-blowing thing ever. A leopard visited a cow every night, and they had their own secret friendship going on while the humans snoozed. Upon investigation, it was discovered that the cow had taken care of the leopard when it was a baby, and now the leopard was not ready to let go of its caregiver. How sweet is that? Even though the video is made by an amateur and we don't know who made it, it's perfect for our list. Can you imagine that there's a pterosaur flying in the sky? We know about pterosaurs because of fossils in movies, but we can't see them anymore. But some lucky people saw one and filmed it. I'm happy we have the video. Do you think it's real or just for attention? Most folks would bolt to the side of an alligator, but not these guys. This couple not only keeps one as a pet, but also knows how to make it blush. When the gator struggled to chomp down some grub, it got bashful and decided to give up and take a dip in the water instead. Aw, poor fella. This Ring camera recorded a man walking on the street at night, but just after a few seconds, he appeared to have vanished in thin air. It was in the middle of the camera's view, so we cannot say that he may have walked to the edge of the view. Now, how did this happen and who exactly was the man? This answer remained unknown as the woman whose camera recorded it said she had never seen him before. A year ago, people in Washington saw this weird phenomena happening. A number of fishes were seen crossing the road. Just like you and me, they were all so shocked to see how these salmon fishes were showing this unusual behavior. However, this scenario is the result of the river flooding. What you're seeing are salmon going from a field that they've been washed into, back across the road to get back into the river to continue their journey. This doesn't happen very often, but when it does, some salmon that get washed out do this to make it back. What you're seeing right here is a spider which is newly discovered. When the researchers saw it for the first time flip-flopping its way through the desert, they were astonished. At first, it was thought that something might have triggered such behavior. However, later it was observed that this was a new species, and this spider was unlike all the others, and it only does its cartwheeling when trying to get away from a predator. We don't know what this dog was thinking, but he sure did surprise all the humans with his supernatural ability to walk on the water. Every single person in the party was just left shaken. It almost seems like something out of the movie The Secret Life of Pets. Do you think it could be based on a true story? Ravens are incredible beings and are considered to be one of the smartest birds. But one quality of theirs makes them more special than anyone else, and that is the way they can imitate human voices.
Hi. Hi. Good bird.
For instance, this clip shows a couple recording a raven perched on a stone, then try to make the bird imitate them. But at first, it doesn't seem to care. But then, all of a sudden, the raven starts repeating what they say.
You alright, man? You alright? You alright?
It even says, "I'm alright."
You alright? You alright? You alright? I'm alright.
If you think penguins are just fluffy birds just walking here and there in the coldest regions on the Earth, well, you're wrong, because these penguins are actually having way more fun than any of us. Just that their style of having fun is a little unusual, because what they do love is to poop over one another. Now, I know it might sound gross and you might go all ew hearing this, but they enjoy it a lot. And who are we to judge, right? Humans and animals have been living together for decades, and this year-long relation has led to us understanding each other pretty much. For instance, take the elephant as an example. Years and years after passing the same road, he has come to know that a truck passes the same road every day with lots of sugarcane. So, what did the elephant decide to do? he decided to take a shortcut to get food and steal from the truck whenever he gets the chance to. These tourists were out looking and admiring the natural beauty when one of them discovered this strange thing happening. He found a waterfall where the water was turning into perfectly round ice balls.
Ice balls.
Don't they just look perfect? And if you're thinking of hitting a friend with it, don't play with them or use them as weapons because they'll hurt. Bugs are often thought of as tiny creatures that anyone can easily squash, aren't they? However, this particular bug defies that stereotype and proves that size doesn't always equate to weakness. Its grip was one of the most powerful I have ever seen, clinging to the machine with an unyielding force that seemed to say, "Go ahead and try to break free." Isn't that truly remarkable? This kangaroo was stuck and had come to the conclusion that he cannot do anything about his situation and needs the help of humans. That is why he did not resist or punch the men who came to help him. Instead, after getting saved and safely on the land, he stood there, calmly waiting for the humans to shake his hand.
Oh, he's thanking ya.
Such bizarre creatures. Not especially friendly, but impossible not to love. So this photographer thought she'd get some cool shots of these seals up close by laying low on the ground. But one of the seals spotted her and decided to check out what's going on. Next thing you know, this huge baby elephant seal is flopping over to investigate. And before she knows it, she's getting squished. Apparently, the seal weighed over 100 kilograms. But the best part is, she and her husband couldn't stop laughing, even though she was flattened like a pancake. Have you seen this video where a photographer was trying to capture some pictures of meerkats in their natural habitat? Well, the meerkats were not too happy being ignored, and they decided to check out the photographer instead. They climbed up on his head, back, and even his camera. These moments were called magic moments by the BBC, and we totally get why. This video features a man showing off his cartwheeling skills in front of a dolphin enclosure. At first, one curious dolphin tried to imitate him, but gave up after one attempt. But then another dolphin arrived and was totally into it. She mimicked every single cartwheel the man did, as if she was trying to impress him. I mean, who knew? Maybe the dolphin did get a crush on the man, right?
This is so cool! This is... Oh my god.
Be it monkeys, chimps, or gorillas, they are all said to be the most intelligent animals on Earth. And they imitate humans almost perfectly. For instance, see this one chimp who was recorded by a camera washing a cloth. Then it cleaned its hands and face with it. The caretakers had no idea where the animal had picked up this habit. According to them, no one ever did anything like that in front of the chimp. But then, where did he learn that? Take a look at this unlikely pair taking a leisurely walk through the woods. It's a lion and a deer. Can you imagine? This trail cam clip is truly special, considering lions are notorious predators and rulers of the jungle. Yet here we witness a deer fearlessly following a lion, as if they're old chums or something. Who knows what really happens in the animal world? But one thing is certain, this video is guaranteed to brighten your day and put a smile on your face. What you're seeing right here might look like a worm to you, but just look at its fang-type teeth and the whole head. This is not a worm, folks. It is called a caecilian, and these are amphibians. Yup, just like frogs. They just lack arms and legs. But as they lack, their nature made them the only amphibians to have fangs. Have you ever heard of a fishing cat? No, it's not a cat that likes to go fishing with a rod and reel. These adorable felines are the only ones in the world that specialize in catching fish. While other cats may nibble on a fish occasionally, these guys are pros at it. Found in South Asia, fishing cats are known for their unique hunting style. They dive face first into the water to ambush their prey. This video shows two turtles hanging out together, when suddenly one of them flips over and can't get back on its feet. But what happens next is truly heartwarming. The other turtle comes to the rescue and uses its head to push and help the struggling one roll back over. This behavior has been seen among turtles a lot of times. When one rolls over the other, one comes running to help. This amazing chimp was seen sweeping the floor in his cage with a broom. It's incredible, right? According to his caretaker, the chimp learned this behavior by simply watching them sweep the floor. Apparently, she's usually the one cleaning up the enclosure, but this clever chimp decided to lend a hand. This man was sitting in the woods minding his own business when this little guy decided to come up to him and give some company. What did he want in return? Just some scratches under his neck. That is all the payment needed for such nice company. And look at that cute face. Every time I hear about catfish, they're always doing something wild. Now in India, these slippery swimmers are taking to land and learning how to walk. Don't they have enough space in the vast ocean? Apparently not, as they venture onto land in search of grub. I don't know about you, but to me it's kind of freaky to see so many of them scurrying about. What a strange sight. If you thought sloths were nothing but lazy critters, prepare to have your mind blown. Because it turns out they can move pretty darn fast when they want to. I mean, check out the footage of those little guys attacking those humans with lightning speed. Honestly, it's probably best to give them their space and let them do their sloth thing without disturbing them. Who knew these seemingly laid-back animals had such a surprising burst of energy in them? Well, on their routine bike ride along steep tracks, a group of bikers encountered a terrifying experience that would haunt them forever. As they ventured deeper into the forest, a strange humanoid creature suddenly emerged from the side of the track and quickly started running away. The sight of the creature caused one of the bikers to lose control and fall off his bike. Shocked, the biker with the camera attempted to chase after the creature, but to his surprise, it vanished into thin air, leaving him bewildered. As Vincent Vajera was enjoying a leisurely fishing trip off the coast of California, he got an unexpected visitor, a friendly seal who decided to hop aboard his kayak. Initially, Vincent was a bit startled, but he quickly realized that the seal just wanted a hug. The adorable creature snuggled up to Vincent and refused to leave, creating a heartwarming moment that was caught on camera.
Here's my new friend. He jumped aboard out at the bridge.
Despite several attempts to coax the seal back into the water, the little guy just wanted to stay and hang out with his new friends. Check out this crazy footage captured by some guys in Israel. They managed to catch what looks like a real-life mermaid on camera. The quality isn't great, but you can totally see the creature chilling on a rock before diving back into the water when it notices the guys creeping up.
Oh my God! What is that?
Do you think this thing was the real deal or just some kind of hoax? We want to hear your thoughts. When a wildlife channel placed cameras in the jungle, their goal was to capture footage of animals being themselves. What they didn't expect was to witness bears shaking their behinds and moving like Shakira in the woods. Just like us humans, bears get itchy sometimes. But unlike us, they scratch their backs on trees, and they absolutely love doing it. I mean, look at them. You won't believe what I just saw in this video. So it was late at night, and this guy was driving his usual route when he came across something super creepy. He was like, nope, I'm turning back and getting out of here. There was this ghostly woman in the middle of the road, holding a knife, and she was actually stabbing herself. Can you imagine? What would you do if you witnessed that? There was a French photographer who decided to set up a camera and a big mirror in the middle of the jungle. He wanted to see how the animals would react to their own reflections. And guess what? It turned out way crazier than he expected. The leopard couldn't get enough of itself. The gorilla saw it as a chance to have a fight with its own reflection. And the elephant didn't really care much. But the chimpanzees, oh boy, they had a blast checking themselves out while scratching. Imagine there's a dock and out of nowhere a mermaid shows up. She looks all confused, swimming back and forth like she's trying to find her way to the water. But here's the strange part. There were people around, and they didn't do anything. I mean, come on, if I saw a mermaid, I'd be freaking out. You'd think someone would have called the authorities or something. Now, there's a big debate about whether this video is real or edited. Nobody really knows for sure. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Imagine if the magical world from the books and movies were actually real. Well, after watching this video of a creature that looks just like Dobby, I can't help but wonder if there's a hidden realm of magic out there that we humans don't know about. This creature was doing some kind of funky dance with its thin legs, and trust me, it definitely wasn't a human or some kid doing a chicken dance. Have you seen this bizarre video that's been going around? It's super short, but it shows this seriously weird creature on a random trail in the middle of nowhere. It's hard to make out what it is, but it kind of resembles a woman with a really strange posture. The thing is all muddy or dark brown and crawling around, scratching the ground with its long, skinny fingers. It also has something pointy sticking out of its head and seems to be crying. You know those pesky raccoons in North America that are always causing trouble for humans? Well, turns out they can annoy bucks too. In this video, these little thieves were initially tolerated as they stole food from the fields. But after a while, the buck's patience reached its limit. The food was running out, but the raccoons just kept showing up. There were so many raccoons, and they were so stubborn that the deer felt overwhelmed and decided to take matters into its own hooves. Apparently, a baby dinosaur or something that looks like it was spotted running around the city on CCTV footage. It's got us all wondering, could it be possible that dinosaurs still exist? I mean, how crazy would that be? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think it's legit or just a prank? Whether it's alligators or crocodiles, we've always seen them as fierce predators. But have you ever wondered what these reptiles do when they think no one's watching? Well, picture this. A gator lazily floating around in a pool, seemingly enjoying the refreshing water. It's almost like they're having a chill moment, just vibing with themselves. Seeing them like this, it's hard not to find them kinda cute, right? On Christmas Island in the Indian Ocean, a spectacular natural phenomenon takes place every year. Millions of red crabs embark on an epic journey from the forest to the coast to mate. This journey begins during the rainy season and is protected by park rangers who block off roads and construct temporary fences along the migration path. As the crabs reach the coast, they engage in a frenzied mating ritual before the females lay up to 10,000 eggs each. The island becomes a sea of red as the crabs cover the landscape, creating a breathtaking and unforgettable sight. This spooky video was recorded in Mexico in 2006. You can see a mysterious figure flying through the sky on a broomstick. Some people think it's a witch. The locals had been talking about these witches for ages, but nobody had any proof until this footage was taken. The witch's flight looks a bit shaky, so maybe she's a new witch still practicing her flying skills. In a terrifying encounter in Alberta, Canada, a man captured a video that appears to unveil an enormous creature, potentially belonging to a tribe of colossal beings native to the region, leisurely walking atop of a mountain without any visible means of support. The shadowy figure is of such immense size that it was noticed by two individuals during their usual commute. A multitude of individuals are now filled with curiosity, questioning the validity of the legends surrounding giants in this area. Could it be that there's something far more sinister lurking within the mysterious Alberta mountains? The Rake is a popular creepy urban legend, similar to Slender Man, about a humanoid creature that attacks people. In a video posted by a man on July 25, 2011, filmed near the Hudson Bridge, he heard strange noises on his roof and decided to go check out what was happening while recording it all. While exploring, he unexpectedly falls off the roof, even though he was not injured or anything. The footage revealed a terrifying creature staring back at him later, leaving us all to imagine, was that really a rake?
Hello? Oh my god.
Let's check out this clip captured on a home security camera outside a house. You can hear faint footsteps before a blurry figure appears and moves across the screen. Since the video quality is poor, it's hard to make out any details. Is it a prowler, or could it be something paranormal? Upon closer inspection, the figure seems to briefly disappear when it reaches the center of the screen. This leaves us wondering if it's just a camera glitch, or if there's something more sinister going on. This video was recorded by a group of friends who were looking for ghosts and other unusual beings, they thought that would be present there. And that's exactly what they happened to come across. They were hearing strange noises, and when they went deeper into the forest to investigate, they saw a weird creature staring at them from behind the tree. As soon as they spotted it, it disappeared.
Oh shit! My god.
A weird black smoke-like being is what appears in this video, and this happened when an arrest was going on in Florida. Neither the police officers nor the other man had any idea about it. They remained oblivious to the thing, but the guy recording it was surely freaked out. Riding through the peaceful forest, a lone biker suddenly comes across a strange and mysterious creature. As a cyclist gets closer to a narrow trail surrounded by tall walls, a weird and otherworldly being jumps down from the wall and almost crashes into the biker. Surprised, the cyclist stops to look for the creature, but it has disappeared without a trace. Because of its strange look and incredible speed, it's hard to figure out exactly what this creature could be. There was a French photographer who decided to set up a camera and a big mirror in the middle of the jungle. He wanted to see how the animals would react to their own reflections, and guess what? It turned out way crazier than he expected. The leopard couldn't get enough of itself, the gorilla saw it as a chance to have a fight with its own reflection, and the elephant didn't really care much. But the chimpanzees, oh boy, they had a blast checking themselves out while scratching. In this funny incident, a bear trespassed onto someone's property at night and tried to snack on some chickens. It attempted to break into the chicken coop, but got startled by a strange voice and decided to run away as fast as possible. Turns out, the owner, Haley, woke up in the middle of the night and shouted at the bear from a window to scare it off. Now let's talk about hellhounds. These supernatural dogs are supposed to guard the gates of hell. Ancient Greece had stories about them, including one about a three-headed dog named Cerberus. Legend has it that if you look into its eyes 3 times or more, you'll drop dead on the spot. In this video from the TV show Mountain Monsters, they claim to have captured a real-life hellhound. The host interviewed a guy who said he caught the elusive creature on tape. The footage shows a black 4-legged beast. People all over the world are going crazy over it, wondering if this video is legit or not. You know those mythical creatures called centaurs? They're like humans with a horse's body. Well, check out this newborn goat from Argentina. It has a face that looks human. When the folks in the town saw it, they thought something magical must have been involved in its birth. Some say it's just a weird birth defect, but most people are calling it a real-life centaur. We've seen some bizarre animal videos on the internet, but nothing quite like this goat with a human-like face. In July 2008 in New York, 2 friends were out to take a walk along the shore, not knowing what was about to come next. Lying a few feet away was a dead creature that no one had ever seen before. It was the size of a small dog, a beak like a chicken, and a tail again like a dog. It was hairless but had small patches of hair on it. They posted the picture they took later on the internet, and everyone was left shocked with not even a single person giving a logical explanation. Have you ever seen a super buff goat? If you haven't, we're about to show you something awesome. So this guy was out hiking in the mountains, just enjoying nature and all that. And guess what he stumbled upon? This seriously ripped goat. He knew he had to capture it on his phone and share it with everyone. And guess what? The video went crazy viral on Twitter, racking up a whopping 4 million views. People couldn't help but be amazed by the goat's incredible physique. It's small like a squirrel, but its face is more like a monkey, you know? A farmer caught it on camera while wandering around the woods, but we're clueless about what it actually is. If any of you have any bright ideas, let us in on the secret, okay? It's a bit fuzzy and low res, but what it captures is absolutely unbelievable. Picture this: a creature with a head shaped like a hammer suddenly pops up on a camper's roof, screams its lungs out, and then vanishes into thin air. Some folks thought it resembled a dog, while others said a monkey. But honestly, it didn't look like any of those critters to us. So what the heck was it? Nobody knows. Unlike most of the videos in today's list, this one was recorded in a home where 3 guys were talking while lightly playing with a ball. And that is when a short black witch-like thing appeared out of nowhere and went past them in a hurry, which scared the boys quite a lot. When it was uploaded on the internet, some said it was definitely a witch, while others couldn't help but think it was a fake video. And this one is a very short video, but creepy nonetheless. While the little kid enjoyed her swing, we see a tiny creature running from somewhere behind her. Was it a dwarf, or a ghost, or something more mischievous and scary? I guess we will never know. A man was out driving at night to get to his home, and while he was halfway through, he saw something quite creepy. A woman dressed in fancy clothing was walking on the road. Since she was too far, we can't clearly make out of her dressing, but that's what the man said. Even though he stood there for a few minutes, the woman did not come near. She just kept walking in that area. What if you were in a cemetery visiting a loved one and you encountered a weird man who disappeared behind a pole? Well, that's exactly what happened to this man, and he approached the spot to see where the man had gone, but no one was there. So he hurried back home with 1,000 questions swirling in his mind and a great deal of fear in his heart. In a terrifying encounter in Alberta, Canada, a man captured a video that appears to unveil an enormous creature, potentially belonging to a tribe of colossal beings native to the region, leisurely walking atop of a mountain without any visible means of support. The shadowy figure is of such immense size that it was noticed by 2 individuals during their usual commute. A multitude of individuals are now filled with curiosity, questioning the validity of the legends surrounding giants in this area. Could it be that there's something far more sinister lurking within the mysterious Alberta mountains? This video was recorded in China and has caused controversy since then. Some say that the mermaid in the video is real, and there have been numerous sightings of mermaids in the area, while others refuse to believe it, saying it is nothing but fake. There have been no comments by the authorities, so we can't be sure. But what if it is real? This scary video was recorded in the woods where a little ghost dressed as a human was seen hopping around. But wait until it turns towards the camera, and that's when you see that the little ghost is a dog dressed as a little girl and was just annoying some peaceful moments in the woods. This video was uploaded a few years back on YouTube and scared the whole world. It shows what appears to be 2 girls in skirts, one holding the other one and smashing her here and there while walking on a wall. For me, it is the most terrifying clip out there. The woman was enjoying her peaceful sleep in her room when she heard weird noises. As she woke up, she saw this weird as hell goat coming into her room. But things weren't very scary until the goat opened its mouth. If it were me, I wouldn't know what I would have done. Seriously. Are mermaids actually not real? Or are these scientists and experts hiding things from us? Because there's a hell of a lot of proof out there that shows they might be real. Just like this video where a dead mermaid is being filmed by a man. Maybe it isn't like what we all have imagined, but it is the closest anything could get to a definition of a mermaid. This clip was recorded in 2018 and was posted on the internet with a caption saying, "Ghost caught on camera." However, if you look closely, it only looks like a kid trying to sneak into a home. And then there's another kid sitting there. And not just that, we see a ghost walking on the roof too. So what do you guys think? Isn't that creepy? In July 2022, something strange happened in a hospital. While we see people waiting in the lobby, a surgeon appears, scared as hell, and runs away, tripping here and there. The people there did not give it much importance until they see a wheelchair coming from the left, and then it turns towards them on its own. That's when they knew it wasn't something funny. It was a haunted hospital. While driving on the Queensland Highway, the driver had no idea something surprising was about to happen. As he kept driving, he noticed something strange on the side of the road. To his surprise, he and other people saw a ghostly figure standing right in the middle of the road. The ghost looked like a pure white child floating just a little bit above the ground. This spooky sighting became famous and many people started calling it the Ghost Child. However, some people who didn't believe in ghosts argued that it might not be real. Farmers in Puerto Rico were getting worried as their animals kept getting attacked by an unknown predator. Investigators tried to figure out what it was, but they couldn't find any clues. Initially, people thought it was a wolf, but the footprints didn't match. Some people claimed to have seen something like an ape and called it a chupacabra. It mostly targeted goats. The whole situation was scary and kept everyone on edge. And even though it happened a few years ago, the mystery remains unsolved. In South Africa, a strange creature has been spotted roaming around town. It looks like a mix of a man and a dog, and it lives and eats with other dogs. There are many rumors and fears surrounding it, but nobody has been able to get close and learn more. We only have blurry camera footage of it walking with its furry friends. The big question is whether it's just a man with mental issues or something more unusual. Let us know your thoughts. Imagine you're a farmer, excited to start your day and work in the field with your animals. But when you arrive, this is what you see. Not a pleasant sight, right? Well, that's exactly what happened to this farmer who encountered the world's largest bat in his field. It's so big that people refer to it as the flying fox. Now, let's watch this astonishing video from China where a fish was discovered that has a face resembling a human's. The video became extremely popular in November 2019, and people were completely startled. Some people believe it was a carp with a face that looked like a human's, but we can't be certain. Although the video is authentic, it's possible that the way the fish's scales appear on the camera's angle might have created that illusion. What do you think? We all adore dogs, right? But have you seen Stucky, the dog that got mummified? A farmer discovered this well-preserved dog while working in the forest and cutting down trees. Trapped inside a tree trunk, he was protected from predators, insects, and the weather. How did this occur, you may wonder? It's a mystery. Some theories propose that the dog might have become trapped and died while inside the oak tree. Whatever the reason, it's truly astonishing to witness how well nature can preserve things. Take a look at the picture of Stucky, and you'll understand why it's simultaneously eerie and magnificent. Get ready to be amazed by something incredible, straight from the farm. If you love horses and think they're the most gentle creatures, you might want to take a seat for this. In this video, we witness a horse doing something unexpected, devouring a family of chickens by eating one of the little chicks. The mother chicken tries her best to protect her offspring, but she's no match for the enormous horse. It's shocking to observe such behavior from a seemingly peaceful animal, but it serves as a reminder that animals can surprise us in various ways. Trail cameras mounted on trees recording animals is an old thing now. Spy cameras dressed and set as actual animals is the new thing now, and we see that in this video, which shows a spy gorilla camera in action. At first, the clan thought it to be weird and had to do a little inspection before they made the decision that the gorilla is no harm, so they'll let it stay. And that's when the camera recorded the beautiful moments of the gorilla family. Wolves are always considered to be the ferocious, the dangerous, the stay-away type animals. But these wolves, I don't want to stay away from them. Looking at the way they're all cuddling and kissing each other, don't they look like the most adorable beings right here? What do you guys think? The giant lizard that's basically a real-life dragon. These guys are massive. They're the largest living lizards in the world, and their venomous saliva is no joke. If they bite you, you could end up paralyzed or even dead. And let's not forget about those sharp claws and teeth. They're fierce predators that don't mess around. In fact, they've been known to attack and even kill humans who get too close. So if you ever find yourself in the presence of a Komodo dragon, just remember to keep your distance and give them the space they deserve. Otherwise, you might end up regretting it. If you ever find yourself face to face with a Nile crocodile in the wild, you better watch out. These big guys are not to be messed with. They are one of the largest crocodile species in the world and have a reputation for being quite aggressive. They've been known to attack humans and other animals without much warning. So it's best to keep your distance. Cone snail. This is a little guy that you might not expect to be dangerous. The cone snail. These colorful little snails might seem harmless, but don't let their size fool you. They pack a venomous punch that can cause paralysis and even death. I mean, talk about a small but mighty creature. So if you're ever strolling along the beach and come across a cone snail, be sure to admire it from a safe distance. After all, you never know what could be lurking beneath that pretty shell. These guys are some of the deadliest snakes on the planet, and they can grow up to a whopping 18 feet long. That's longer than most cars, people! And let's not forget about their venom. It's no joke. If they bite you, you could end up with respiratory failure and possibly even death. So if you ever come across a king cobra in the wild, just remember to give them the space they deserve and admire them from a safe distance. After all, it's better to be alive and well than up close and personal with one of these deadly snakes. This little dude may be small, but trust me, it's a ninja in disguise. Its venom is like a 1-2 punch that can knock you out and even kill you in just a matter of minutes. Those blue rings on its body may look cool, but they're actually a warning sign that says back off. If you see one of these guys while you're out swimming or diving, keep your distance and give it some space. But let's be real here. As dangerous as they may be, blue-ringed octopuses are still pretty fascinating creatures. Just don't let their small size fool you. They pack a deadly punch. The cassowary is usually known for its striking appearance, with its bright blue head and neck and a large bony protrusion on its head called a casque. However, these birds are also incredibly dangerous, with sharp claws on their feet that can cause serious injury or even death. Cassowaries are also known to be territorial and can become aggressive if they feel threatened. And when they do, get ready to run as fast as you can and as long as you can, because they will follow you as long as they can. Get ready to meet the Usain Bolt of the snake world, the black mamba. This slithery speedster is the fastest snake in the world, and with a name like Mamba, you know it's not something to mess with. So if you ever find yourself face to face with a black mamba, just remember to give them their space and back away slowly. Trust me, you don't want to challenge this sprinting serpent to a race. You know those pesky bugs that buzz around your ear and leave you itching and scratching all over? Yeah, those are mosquitoes, and don't let their small size fool you. These little bloodsuckers are responsible for more human deaths than any other animal on the planet. How, you ask? By transmitting deadly diseases like malaria, dengue fever, and Zika virus. Trust me, you don't want to mess with these tiny terrors. So next time you hear that high-pitched whine, grab the bug spray and protect yourself from the deadliest animal on Earth, the mosquito. If you thought getting a paper cut was painful, wait until you hear about the stonefish. This little fish may not look like much, but it packs a punch with its venomous spines that can cause excruciating pain, paralysis, and get this, the venom is so potent that victims have been known to beg for amputation just to stop the pain. So next time you're out snorkeling, be sure to watch where you step, or you might end up with a nasty surprise from the deadliest fish in the world, the stonefish. This eight-legged terror is a master of disguise, blending in with its surroundings and striking when you least expect it. Its venom is like a slow-acting time bomb, silently eating away at your flesh until it's too late to stop it. And don't be fooled by their size. These tiny terrors can bring down a full-grown adult with just one bite. So watch where you step and check your shoes before putting them on, because the brown recluse could be waiting to strike at any moment. Stay safe, my friends. You know what's scarier than a shark in a horror movie? A real-life great white shark! These bad boys can grow up to 20 feet long and have a bite force that can crush bones. And let's not forget about their famous razor-sharp teeth. One bite from these guys can be deadly. So the next time you're swimming in the ocean, remember to keep your eyes peeled for the great white shark, the ultimate predator of the sea. These pesky little creatures are found all over Australia, and their bite can be a real pain. Their venom is no joke. It can make you feel like your whole body's on fire. That's why it's important to keep an eye out for these sneaky spiders and make sure you're not their next victim. But here's the thing. As much as we may dislike them, redback spiders are actually pretty fascinating creatures. They're part of the widow spider family, and their females are notorious for eating their male counterparts after mating. Talk about a bad breakup. Check out the tiger shark, a big bad predator of the ocean. These bad boys have been known to attack humans and are one of the most dangerous sharks out there. With their razor-sharp teeth and incredible hunting abilities, they're a force to be reckoned with. If you see one in the water, it's best to give them plenty of space and let them do their thing. Africa's version of the Hulk, These big boys can weigh up to a whopping 2,000 pounds, making them one of the biggest and baddest creatures out there. And here's the thing, they're not afraid to throw down. They've been known to take on lions and even humans, and let me tell you, you don't want to mess with them. That's why they're also known as the Black Death. So if you ever find yourself face to face with one of these beasts, just remember to give them plenty of space and respect. This little dude might look like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie, but trust me, it's 100% real and 100% not to be messed with. Why? Because it's one of the only venomous lizards out there. That's right, this sneaky little guy packs a bite that can cause some serious pain and swelling. But here's where things get mysterious. Nobody really knows why it's venomous. Is it for hunting? Self-defense? Who knows? All we do know is that if you ever come across a Gila monster, it's best to give it some space. After all, you don't want to end up on the receiving end of a venomous bite from this cool but dangerous lizard. Did you know that the Sydney funnel-web spider is basically the Australian funnel-web spider's BFF? And let me tell you, their venom is no joke. It can knock you out faster than a kangaroo bouncing on a trampoline. Plus, if you get bitten by one of these creepy crawlies, you could end up with respiratory failure or even die. So make sure you steer clear of these 8-legged critters if you happen to come across them. Safety first, folks. The gentle giants that can turn into raging beasts. Now, I know we all love these intelligent and majestic creatures, but let's not forget they're also one of the biggest and most powerful animals on land. And when they feel threatened, they're not afraid to throw down. They've been known to attack and even kill humans who got too close to their turf. So if you're ever in the presence of an elephant, be sure to give them their space and show them the respect they deserve. Trust me, it's better to be safe than sorry when it comes to these big guys. If you're not a fan of snakes, then you better steer clear of the inland taipan, mate. This snake is not to be messed with, as it's considered the most venomous snake in the world. Its venom is so deadly that it can cause multiple organ failure and can kill a human in less than an hour. Talk about fierce. Despite its fearsome reputation, the inland taipan is actually a pretty fascinating creature. It has an incredible sense of smell and can detect prey from miles away. Plus, its venom is being studied for its potential to help treat certain medical conditions. Who knew this lethal creature could have a softer side? This image shows a huge predator of the world of water, with its weird horrifying mask and tentacles showing. We also see a boat nearby comparing, which we can see how big the size of the creature is. But well, no matter how creepy this may look, it's not real. Instead, it is an image created through Photoshop. Still, with the ocean being only 3% discovered, who knows? Maybe this actually might be real too. What do you guys think about it? This crocodile is like the Hulk of the animal kingdom. It's one tough customer. And let me tell you, if you ever find yourself in its neck of the woods, you better watch your back. This bad boy has been known to attack humans, so you don't want to mess with it. I mean, just imagine coming face to face with a creature that's built like a tank, has jaws that could crush a car, and is just itching for a fight. Yeah, I think I'll pass on that one. So if you're planning a trip to South America, make sure you steer clear of this feisty dude's territory. If you think you're the only one crushing hard on all those Korean oppas, well, you're wrong, because it isn't just us humans, but these beluga whales too who love Korean men. This beluga whale has such a big crush on her trainer that it refuses to kiss anyone else but him. And waits all day for just him to come to her and play with her. The other two males have to be separated from her because they like her so much that she finds them annoying. This guy was out in the wilderness filming a video, just minding his own business, when all of a sudden, he sees something bolting towards him like a bat out of hell. And guess what? It's a freaking mountain lion! Yeah, you heard me right. This guy is staring down a big, wild apex predator. But you know what's even crazier? He manages to narrowly escape like a boss. This dude had a seriously close call.
No, you taste, dude.
But he lives to tell the tale, and we're all glad he made it out in one piece. This little guy had his hands burnt in a forest fire and didn't know what to do. So he came to the humans for help. And lucky for him, this kind woman was there to lend a hand. It's incredible how calm and trusting the kangaroo is while the woman tends to his wounds. So this girl was snowboarding as usual, but then something unexpected happened to her. She was singing a song while getting on her board, and once ready, she started riding. Suddenly, she noticed a glimpse of a bear chasing her from behind, but she didn't fully comprehend what was going on. Thankfully, the girl was quick enough to escape the bear and unknowingly saved her life. This weird little thing was recorded deep underwater, transforming into different shapes. The researchers, the people on the internet, in fact, every single person who saw this was shocked to his core, wondering what this creature could have been and what other superpowers it might hold. Can this be an alien? I mean, I can't help but wonder, you know? An incredible video aired on an Indian news channel featuring the most mind-blowing thing ever. A leopard visited a cow every night, and they had their own secret friendship going on while the human snoozed. Upon investigation, it was discovered that the cow had taken care of the leopard when it was a baby, and now the leopard was not ready to let go of its caregiver. How sweet is that? So, these scientists saw a super weird fish and were totally confused. But then something crazy happened. The fish suddenly shrunk its mouth down really fast, and everyone was shocked. It turns out that the fish is called a gulper eel, and it has a special kind of mouth that can puff up to eat big things. This fish is really interesting because of its cool mouth and the way it moves around. Overall, it's pretty amazing. The secrets hidden in the deep forest seems endless, and we never know what we might find. Recently, a trail camera in Vietnam caught a glimpse of a rare two-tone mouse deer that scientists thought had vanished 30 years ago. It was strolling around leisurely as if it owned the place. It's amazing that some of these unique animals have managed to escape hunters and predators, giving them a chance to flourish in their natural environment. Have you ever heard of flying snakes? Yeah, you heard that right. Flying snakes. A viral video making the rounds on the internet recently showed these slithering creatures taking to the skies. But don't worry, they're not flapping their wings or anything. They're actually gliding through the air. These incredible creatures, known as Chrysopelia, have the ability to contort their bodies and flatten their ribs to cover a significant distance after launching themselves into the air. It's an amazing feat that allows them to travel between trees with ease. Who knew snakes could fly? This pelican was recorded by a man trying to eat a capybara. I mean, we know and I know that he knows that the capybara is too big for him, but no, that won't stop him from doing that. And then he is just left all embarrassed because he did not succeed. Imagine you're out scuba diving and when you surface for air, you discover an octopus that won't let go of your back. In a recent video, a diver experienced this unexpected surprise and was trying everything he could to shake off the clingy cephalopod. Despite moving in different directions, the octopus wouldn't budge, and the diver started feeling uncomfortable with its sharp beak and sticky suckers. Perhaps the octopus just wanted a hug. What do you think? As the driver was cruising down the Queensland Highway, little did he know that he was in for a surprise. As he continued driving, he spotted something unusual on the side of the road. To his shock, he and other onlookers saw a ghostly figure standing in the middle of the road. The ghost, which appeared to be a pure white child, was just a few inches above the ground. The eerie sighting quickly gained fame and was dubbed the Ghost Child by many. However, some skeptics argued that it might have been just a human baby who happened to wander in the middle of the road. Okay, so I've got a creepy story for you. A girl was taking a break near the harbor when, out of nowhere, a sea lion popped up, grabbed her, and dragged her into the water. Her family and bystanders freaked out, but luckily, a brave dude jumped in and rescued her. It was a shocking incident because sea lions usually don't attack people without a reason. Well, that's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for getting updates related to our latest videos.